Welcome back to Legend of the Five Rings, Cincos de Ringos, Chapter 10. This is Blazing Blaster's L5R 4th edition campaign. If you like what you see, go back, watch the other ones. I think it's a very, very good game so far. I have been pleased. We have Ghost, we have Matt, we have Aki, and we have Tet with us tonight, reprising their roles as Onizuka Hidetaka, Kitsuki Hibiki, Saruchi Hisoka, and the ever-dashing yet contrary Miramoto Shimizu. Samurai wins. And without further ado, here we go. Let's bring you back to the slide you were at the end of last game. Everybody can see everything correctly?
Yes.
Cool. There we go.
Unfortunately.
They came from the southeast, their helms illumined by the first rays of dawn. As Inogami Tai's clear voice rings out over the grassy hills, you take in the environment. It is pale and lit in the first rays of the day's sun. Kijo is a valley village, and the force from Shao King must have come up the road and then left to find smaller trails, guiding their Rokugani ponies over rock and cliff to come to the high ground. Looking at the bowl-like waves of tall grass-covered hills that surround Kijo, there is higher ground still, but from where he speaks, Inogami Tai's voice carries authority and strength. In the distance, you can hear the first songs of birds as they wake in the last weeks of summer. There are clouds in the sky, gray plumes lit brilliant around the edges as the morning sun kisses them. There is a light mountain breeze from the west that smells of alpine flowers. It mingles with the sulfurous smell of Kijo forges, though they are silent now in the first hour after dawn. Kijo! Kijo! Rings Inogami Tai's voice. He leaves the ranks of his samurai warriors and walks several meters down the hill. From where you stand, you can make out his features. He is tall, lean, with dark hair and high cheekbones and a thin mustache. To his right is another samurai, more thickly built. Kijo! He continues. This is Inogami Tai. I bring word from Shao King and the illustrious daimyo, Inogama Hisashi-sama. It has come to our attention that the once dutiful people of this village plan a rebellion. From here on this hill, I can smell your industry. I can see the haze that hangs over your heads like a crown of shame. The samurai at his right comes forward a pace more. The rising sun peeks over a mountain and reveals a cruel face, half hidden by a hideous mask. Tai continues. Come now! Exit home and leave your hearths unattended and assemble below. Your lord daimyo is wise. Your punishment will be harsh and swift, but many of you will still live. Then his gaze drifts over Shimizu, Hibiki, Ishi, Hisoka, and Onizuka as they exit and stand on the outskirts of town and look into the low hills. Inogami Tai whispers to the stout form on his right, Madoka-san, do mine eyes deceive me? Or is that Inogama Ishi-san? Why does he still live? Ichikawa Madoka answers, I do not know, Lord Tai-sama. This is most unexpected. After that, you can see the two forms slowly pick their way down the hill, approaching you, and they order their men to hold back. So they are kind of approaching for a parley. And I'll leave it up to you folks.
Shimizu stays close to Ishi-sama, of course. He looks to his master. Oh, Inogami Tai. He looks to Ishi. What is it you wish us to do?
I suppose that depends what they plan to do. Although by their words their intentions to me seem quite clear. They were sent here to punish this village. The question, though, is, are they surprised that I still draw a breath? He watches as they kind of slowly make their way down the hillside, this tall grass, probably knee-deep, kind of parting before them.
Hisoka, as the enemy approach, kind of gives a whisper to Inogami and Ishi. My lord, I will take a better position. Perhaps we can, I don't know, defend the village. And with that, he'll kind of head back a bit and get a good position to shoot from if need be.
Hi, Hisoka-sama. They know not your face or your colors. There is no shame from fighting for the Maria, except, at least in this instance, Hibiki-sama and Ataka-sama. You are wiser than me in many things. What is your counsel?
It is clear to me they intend to bring war upon the village. Of course, and he gestures out to all the men up there. Parley is likely just to understand why you still yet live. But this could buy us time to gather together all the men in the village and to form a proper strategy in order to defend this place and its people, if that is your intention.
Ishi looks over to his betrothed Hibiki-sama, knowing this talk of battle may light flames in her heart that cannot soon be quenched.
Hibiki looks to Ishi, thinking for a few moments. I am not skilled in the art of war, Ishi-sama. But it seems as though if we do not meet him on the battlefield, or if we are not prepared, we will be entering a bloodbath of sorts. I do think we need to tread lightly, but I do not think that we will avoid a confrontation with Inogami Tai.
If his intention was to spill blood, then spill blood he will, one way or another. But it may fall to us to discover the nuance of his motivation. And I am a man of politics and some small measure of the katana. I will look to you, Hibiki, and you, Hitataka. Not so much you, Shimizu-sama, for counsel in this instance. Ishi's kind of takes a step forward to maybe half a pace in front of each of you, and Inogami Tai and the larger samurai Ichikawa Madoka, who none of you would recognize, but out of character is the name of the character that was put forth as having Hisoka's wife in custody. But Inogami Tai approaches Ishi-sama and the rest of you. Good morning to each of you, Inogami Ishi-sama. Imagine my surprise to see you here in the quaint valley of Kijo. What is your business here? Last I knew, you were far away from the north, visiting your mother ere she passed away. Ishi just simply kind of, I don't want to role play with myself, but he says, our journey and our duty brings us here, Inogami Tai, as I suppose yours does as well. all four of you can see from the expressions on the faces of the potential enemies that they do not expect to see Inogami Ishii here. Tai then goes on to say, "Well, you are not alone. You have some small retinue here. Who do you take with you on this journey?" And Ishii backs up and says, "I will allow them to introduce themselves. I do not travel with a rabble or dogs, Inogami Tai. These are some of the wisest men and women and keenest warriors that Kijo has to offer." And he defers to Miyamoto Shimizu.
Yeah, Shimizu gives a slight bow to Inogami Tai. Hi, I am Miyamoto Shimizu, and of Ichijo, and his glory being 6.1. Can you actually roll glory? Is that possible? Or reputation?
There is a what's called a perceived glory roll.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to go rule diving right now.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, I would say that they would know who you were then. Word travels fast in Rokugan.
What, oh boy, what was the guy that I beheaded in the duel? I can't remember.
His name is...
Miyamoto something.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here's the body count. What I like to refer to as the body count slide. Miyamoto Satoshi.
Yeah.
So, they don't know about that, but they do know that you are a warrior of some renown.
Yeah, he would just say...
you let that spill.
Oh, yeah, he would definitely... I am the one who has defeated Miyamoto Satoshi in an honorable duel, taking his head.
Yeah, Inogami Ishii kind of looks at you like, oh. So they're going to both...
You gotta boast a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think you get a little bit of honor from boasting, don't you? Or glory, maybe it was. I don't know, something.
I'm gonna have them do something here. Oh, that's really good, actually. So tie. Nope. So Inogami Tai simply says, "Ah, Miyamoto Shimizu-sama, your skill with the katana travels even as far as King. You are rumored to be quick with the blade, and also quick with the mind and tongue indeed. Whether you perceive this as a slight or not is up to you, but Ichikawa Madoka, you can see that he is clearly rattled. And he says, Tai-sama, he is dead. Hold your tongue, Madoka."
Shimizu raises an eyebrow. Ah, you knew Satoshi-san.
Oi, so Toshi-san has been to Shao King many times. He has,
Recently, then?
Inogami Tai looks at him and he shuts up. And simply, "Hey!"
Shimizu smiles slightly.
They were all there as well when Ichikawa Madoka was named by the guy. Right. The merchant, when he told us about my wife.
Yeah, all you guys were there. Mm-hmm.
So the name would probably sound familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how much you paid attention.
Yeah, Shimizu wouldn't bring that up. That's not his business. He just says finally, I have pledged myself to Inogami Ishii-sama. And he says, the rightful heir of Shao King.
And again, Inogami Tai's face is placid, but Madoka starts to sweat beneath his mask. You can tell him he's a little bit rattled as he shifts his weight from side to side, left to right, and you can hear the creaking of his armor. Aye, one day I will be the heir of Shao King, says Ishii-sama. And with me will be my new beautiful wife to be. Meet Kitsuki Hibiki-sama of Ikcho, most renowned for her skill in healing and her beauty.
And Kitsuki Hibiki gives a small bow to Inogami Tai and Ichikawa Madoka. As Inogami Ishii-sama said, I am his betrothed, and I follow him wherever he goes.
I got a 50 song in my head now. Inogami Tai looks at you and says, "It is a pleasure to meet you, Hibiki-sama. Ishii-sama is fortunate indeed. I do hope that he has no use of your healing skills anytime soon." This is the first time that he stares at Ishii with contempt. Daggers coming out of his eyes from Shimizu's words. It seems clear that perhaps at least some part of the jig is up.
And Hibiki chimes in afterwards. Oh, I've seen Ishii-sama in battle many times, and I am very sure he will not be needing any sort of my healing abilities, though others might. And she looks directly to both Inogami and Ishikawa.
Either way, your presence on the battlefield, Kitsuki Hibiki-sama, is somewhat of a boon, for it is honorable to help both a downed enemy and a lover.
Hi. We will see what happens soon in the future, I am sure.
Ishii starts to introduce Hidetaka at this point, but Madoka starts to chuckle. "You don't need to introduce that old man to me. That is Onizuka. Here he is again, lying with dogs and rooting around in pig shit. So, Hidetaka, I hear that you are with the peasants again, involved in another rebellion."
Well, it is interesting that you have such good information, considering we arrived not so long ago. But I suppose when treachery is about, one with a loose tongue, such as yourself, is certainly at the center of it.
My tongue has rarely got me into a situation, Hidetaka-san, that my blade cannot get me out of. Inogami Tai says, "Madoka-sama, you will return to the men. Go back to the lines. That new woman of yours has dulled your wits." And Madoka chuckles. "Perhaps so. She is very exotic." And he backpedals a few steps and then goes back up to the line of samurai. You can see them kind of as the sun rises. They're kind of crested over the hill. You can see their helms and everything outlined. Hibiki, can you give me a sense check, please? It's kind of a unorthodox use of it, but let's see if you sense anything.
Sense?
Yes, it is one of your spells.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, I did fix macros for your primary weapons. I did all of yours for your spells. Kitsuki.
Oh, thank you.
I did not do sense though, because sense is one that you have to pick the ring manually. So you can pick earth if you would like.
All right, yeah.
Very good. So the only thing odd about this whole situation is, as Ichikawa Madoka goes back to the men, is you sense that the kami, the spirits of the earth that are on these hills, are all at peace, except for the area that Inogami Tai walks. You are at least passingly familiar with the taint, and it's unclear to you if this man carries the taint about him or to what extent. But for some reason or another, the kami, they keep their distance away from Inogami Tai, as if they are avoiding some sort of contamination.
Oh, I think Hibiki
Pretty big.
looks to Inogami Tai. You see her kind of kneel down and she touches the ground. A small frown comes upon her face and she looks up to Inogami Tai as she stands. You are being avoided by the kami, Inogami Tai.
Hey?
There is something about you that disturbs the kami of the earth around you.
You don't sense any dishonesty in him, but he does say, I have been sent on a grim errand, Hibiki-sama. Perhaps Ishi can explain this to you. The business of war and putting down rebellions is not anything that I certainly enjoy. Perhaps the kami sense my disturbed mind. It is not something that I look forward to. Killing the firstborn son and daughter of each family here in Kijo.
The question is, Inogami Tai, it is not your mind that they sense, but it is something that is around you. Someone that you maybe have interacted with has a severe case of the taint.
Bedtime stories for southern lands and crab samurai. Such things have not been seen here in many years.
I did not know that you are a Shugansha, Inogami Tai, that you have such knowledge in these things. But please, if you have more knowledge than me in what is tainted and what is not, please explain.
Inogami Tai is obviously off-put by this. He rattles a little bit as well. Just kind of snorts and spits into the ground. Ishi-sama, your woman is having delusions. She sees much, Inogami Tai. Perhaps there is more truth to her words than you would like to admit. I admit nothing. I only come to see what business you have here on this hillside, and ask you to stand out of the way. The daimyo, your father, by the way, who you should obey, has ordered the death of the firstborn man and woman in each family of Kijo. He just looks at him. This is not something that my father would have ordered. It sounds very uncharacteristic of him. Why did he send you to do his work? Kami simply sighs. He has fallen ill. Perhaps you should run along to Shaoqing to see for yourself.
If the daimyo has fallen ill, then who sends you in his stead, if not him?
My mother attends to him regularly and brings orders from his sickbed. I have no reason to disobey her or to think that she is up to anything out of the ordinary. Now, please stand aside and let us enter the village.
Though I do not wish to presume my lord's intention, I do not think that is going to happen, Tai-sama.
Why not? They are peasants. Shimizu-sama, what has gotten into this man's mind? If there is a peasant rebellion, they must be disciplined. They must pay the price. It is the way of things. It is the way of wisdom.
Not if their lord and his servants misuse their ability. Which appears to have been the case from what we have uncovered.
Inogami Tai says, "This conversation is becoming tiresome. You tread the same ground, old man Hidataka. You saw how this turned out from you. You should stand aside, regain some of your former glory. Legend has it that you are a man of some strategy and tactics."
Then, Tai-sama, it would behoove you to take your own advice, turn your men around, and return home.
To ignore my daimyo's wishes would bring shame upon my head that I am unwilling to bear.
I have not heard you say that your daimyo instructed you to do anything but your mother, who has no position in your court, as I understand it.
My mother is soon to be wed to your father, Ishi-sama. If you have not heard, she has borne him a child, a male child, Ishi-sama.
Well, he will be heir to Shao King after Ishi-sama until Ishi-sama has a child of his own.
Inogami Tai looks to you all, says, "I am most disappointed in this interaction. I will bring tales of your unruliness back to your father, Ishi-sama, but only after I carry out my duty here. I shall retire now to speak with my second, Ichikawa Madoka-sama. You have until dusk. You have until dusk to produce every firstborn man and woman of this village into the town square. They will present their necks bared, and they will pay the price for their insurrection and blood. Otherwise, my men will have no choice but to attack." And he straightens his armor out and bows to you, perhaps not quite as deeply as it could be. He takes 2 steps back, 3 steps back, and then turns to walk back up the hill with his men. Ishi-sama, we have put ourselves in quite a situation, haven't we, friends?
The severity of the problem depends on our level of preparation, Ishi-sama. If we are prepared, it is more a difficult matter for our enemy than for us.
I agree, but we do not have much time. The course of the sun from east to west is very, very small, and these are not trained men, Hidataka-sama. These are peasants. They are farmers, craftsmen, and some, and he kind of looks over to Kurata Hisashi, some are even merchants.
Farmers, peasants, and craftsmen can kill a samurai just as well as any other samurai can, given the right strategy and the correct course. We do not have much time, but if all goes well, we will not need it. Inogami Tai is far too generous for his own good to allow us time to prepare.
Yeah, Hisoka about that time has kind of dropped down seeing Tai and Madoka head off. And he heads over. I would agree with Hidetaka-san. I think with the right preparations, perhaps his forces will not stand a chance.
There is more than military victory to consider. Shimizu, what are your thoughts? Though I dare not say it aloud. If we cooperate with them, we could be welcomed back into Shaoking. Although,
He kinda grunts. Perhaps, Ishii-sama, but I do not think your stepbrother to be will allow that to happen.
and do you guys need to see Family Tree again?
I think we're all right.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
his
here's the
stepbrother
other.
yet until
Yeah, so
Mhm.
here we go.
And Hisoka kind of nods to that. I think I actually agree with Shimizu-san. They've tried to have you assassinated already. I do not see why they would not do so again.
And, Ishii-sama, you have also agreed to protect this village and its people if they support your claim. If you were to go back on that, it would hurt your reputation.
Out of character, what would be, just for my edification, let's say in medieval times, I don't know in Japan, but if this did happen, say a lord and lady adopt somebody, they can't have a baby, the lady dies, the father remarries, has a baby with the new one.
I mean, I think if you're
That's a
adopted,
born heir.
yeah, but it depend. It probably depends on how serious adoption is. I mean, people would get adopted or put aside.
Like
I mean,
in ancient Rome, all the time it happened, right?
yeah, but that's
Yeah, I know, but I mean, this is why it's such a good.
It would
Yeah.
probably.
game.
I mean, at the end of the day, a lord decides what he does.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in Japan and Japanese analog, a lord decides what he does. And if he wants to make his trueborn son, quote unquote, heir over an adopted son who is older, that's his right. It might not look very good.
Yeah.
He might take some damage to his reputation, especially
Yeah.
if he made
Cause a
promises,
civil
but
war.
It's his. Yep, but it's his choice at the end of the day.
I would
He's the
agree with
daimyo.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious, and then also just to let you start thinking about that, because that's why it's such a good, these gray areas in this society is probably where the tension of this game comes from. So it's great. Inogami Ishii then continues. Oh, very well. We will commit ourselves. Just like in one of your infamous games of Go, Hitataka. We will commit ourselves to the left side of the board, knowing that we can never again retake the right. Our only path forward from here on out is victory and uncovering the plot that lies at the rot of Shaoking.
Shimizu considers. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hibiki places a hand on her chin and looks to Ishii. Ishii, if you will entertain this. I had a vision of sorts last night. This, and she gestures to the army that now stands on the hill. And this, and she gestures back to Shaoking with her other hand. This is all part of some greater plan. We are strings are being pulled by something. There seems to be, as far as I can tell, within maybe a sort of castle to the west, there is someone or something that is deciding what is happening today and what is putting the pawns in place.
Castle to the west.
Hey,
There are only mountains west of here, my dear Hibiki. But your visions have not led us astray thus far. You must consult my maps.
it could be something hidden. I would be interested to know who Inogami Tai has interacted with. I do not know if it is his mother or someone else if you do not mind me speaking plainly, that has affected him with the taint soul. The kami do not wish to approach him. There's something about him that they stray from, but he seems honest in what he says. He did not cause this, but something caused this to him.
Yeah, I rolled theology
I saw
earlier.
lore, yeah.
Yeah, just because I know, like the Muramoto knows some things about theology. I didn't want to speak out of character, so I rolled it to see what I would know. Shimizu says, "It is my understanding, Hibiki-san, and correct me if I am wrong, but does not jade turn into liquid when touched by those with the taint, if we are speaking of..." He kind of moves his head. He looks almost a little nervous. Shadowland taint?
I think Hibiki would know that, considering I think she rolled last time.
Yeah, the answer is yes, it does, but I mean...
Hey, do any of us have contained jade in our pouches?
I do not.
No. Even Karata Torvald shakes his head. No, I am but a lowly blacksmith. I have no use for such fanciful things.
And there is none in the village.
Hey, we are poor folk. Our allotment of iron is the only reason we can defend ourselves.
Ishi-sama, I could simply challenge Tai to a duel and end this with a fight 1 versus 1.
Tai-sama seems to be a man of honor, if not overly committed to this grim duty. But I have a feeling, even if you were able to defeat him, which I have no doubt, nephew, that his second is quite impetuous and would break any agreement to turn around in the event of Tai's demise. I fear battle will be upon us at any rate.
Hey, a duel would indeed be honorable, Shimizu-sama. But this does not solve the problem that Inogami Tai was here to put down a rebellion and spill blood. That seems to be the only thing he is interested in, although his words say otherwise.
Shimizu just shrugs. As you wish, Ishi-sama.
Hisoka listens in patiently, kind of watching the crowd above, up on the hill, and turns to Ishii and Shimizu and the others. I think perhaps it would be best if we lure them in. Fighting on open ground would not help, not with their horses.
I have conceived a strategy if we might withdraw to safer confines to discuss it.
Yeah, as you say that, like the sun is kind of rising, and you hear a cock crow in the distance, and like you look down in the village, and like a bunch of villagers are kind of like poking their faces out of doorways and shutters.
Yeah, Hisoka would have sent a couple of people off to kind of let people know what was happening, get them ready. But
yeah, and up above the crest of the hill, you see the men kind of fade back into a small line of trees, and as that scene fades, the camera pans in on Inogami Tai and Madoka. And he says, Inogama Ishii lives. We may not move against him openly, but in the chaos of battle that may ensue, he may find himself vulnerable, Madoka-sama. Do you understand my meaning? Hi, Tai-sama. The winds of battle are often unpredictable. who knows what happens? Lords fall, heroes rise, and heroes are sometimes met with an ill fate. And where do you guys want to retire to? Torvald's place, or one of those places, or just the town square, or wherever you want?
Place is probably the best for a little bit of secrecy.
All right.
To make battle plans.
Let me change the slide to daytime again.
Yeah, I can't roleplay that I know anything about battle because I am utterly useless in it.
I got
He's
you.
so
Point me at him and then let me attack. That's about it.
I got it.
Well, you might not be
No problem.
you might not have seen a lot of large-scale battles.
Yeah, probably none. I'm guessing.
Probably a lot of people have not, right?
Yeah, Hisoka does have a couple of points in battle and decent
everyone.
perception, but I'm not expecting anything fancy. I mean, his idea is basically, lure him into the village and then proceed to hop out and just cut him down as best as possible, but we'll see.
Shoot
It
Ty
depends on
in the
way out
face.
goes, He was so close. He was so close.
So So was Hisoka off in the distance and not hearing any of that conversation about his
he
wife?
was watching from a roof nearby.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he
he
didn't hear any of that. Okay.
Yeah,
He didn't hear a lot of the fine details and stuff. I imagine, more plain, open
Yeah.
parts of the conversation, maybe. But yeah, generally speaking, he was watching and waiting for a good opportunity.
Yeah, didn't expect that. I was hoping to hit you for some honor decrease. Since you didn't hear, I guess you.
Well, that's
Hear
the
no
thing
evil,
as well.
see no
I was
evil.
like, oh man, he might go for Madoka, but he was up there.
So you walk through the village, and as you, as you enter the village, you hear, kind of people start to come out and go about their business, but there's a lot of muttering about this army that was like over the hill in the dawn and seemed to fade away. They don't look at you directly, especially Shimizu-sama. As you walk through the town and enter Torvald's place. As you do so, his Badoka has some food ready and that sort of thing. It says, Hey, welcome back, all of you. What has happened? There have been rumors of an army in the hills.
Shimizu, hi! Inogami Tai wishes to kill every firstborn male and daughter of the village.
No! I have but 2 children, 1 male and 1 female. He means to take them both? No. Hisashi-sama, please give me leave. I must pack my things and flee at once. No. You stay here. He backs himself into a corner. Torvald says, So, all of you, what is this strategy that you plan?
Before I lay everything out that I have conceived, there are a few things I must know. 1. Do we have any sake or jasmine tea? I always think better with a nice cup of sake or tea at my lips.
Torvald looks to the serpent and, hey! And he disappears. And, of course we have tea and sake. Or both at once, if you desire.
Just the tea, thank you.
Hey? You can hear a fire in the next room as he starts to boil some water. Not in a microwave.
Shame. 2. Tovo-san, do you know if there are any hunters in this village, or perhaps even archers that served as Ashigaru in the daimyo's army at some point? Even people who practice with the bow as a hobby.
Hey! We have individuals that both shoot wild game from time to time. Like I said, our village is not so rich that we can survive on our own rice alone. I apologize for this indiscretion, but we do consume small animals occasionally. We have hunters in our midst. Nice.
You need not apologize. This is excellent news. All right. Here is what I propose.
And tell me if you need to see the town and all that stuff.
Yeah, Shimizu gives Sabiki a very grossed out look as he hears this.
Hibiki shares the same look as Shimizu, looking towards him and just shaking her head.
Yeah, Hisoka's overjoyed with the idea that there's hunters and such in the village. It's good.
I'll see the map whenever you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
First
Maps
of
are
all-
important.
First of all,
Oh, yes, the tea.
he
Excellent.
comes back with this tea and expertly pours it into the cup in front of you. Is it to your liking?
He takes a sip. Is it pretty good?
Yes, it's good.
Very good jasmine tea. I will have to purchase some before I leave. All right. Let us take a look at the town.
Let's see.
Someone produces a small, crudely drawn map, but will look much better on this.
There you go.
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
All right. And then if I can know where they are.
So they are, there's some hills. So it's a valley village, right? So there's a surrounding environment that's like kind of like taller mountains and then like kind of low hills on the side. You can
So
also
where-
look up to here. This slide kind of looks like it, you know. There's that sort of thing.
I think the big question is, where are they approaching from?
Yeah, the east.
The east?
East over
Yes.
here?
So there.
East.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, we
The
got
east.
them.
So, all right. So, and then I emoted it earlier, but I was trying to count heads while we were sitting there talking to Ty and his second. Was I able to get a decent count on the heads I could see at least? See how many men they number?
Yeah, so by your estimation, there are a lot more of you than them.
Mm.
Although, like this is what you came to last session. Although, you know, poorly trained, like it'd be close.
Yeah, they're all samurai. And
Yeah.
we're not. Okay. So, what, after kind of reviewing the village and thinking about the numbers, my strategy is thus. They are approaching from the east. We prepare our forces here to challenge them, this gap in the river. What I propose are 2 strong flanks and a weak center. With our weak center, we draw them forward, somehow goading them in. I have a few ideas on that. Into a full charge to commit as many, if not all, of their men. And then we pull our center back after an engagement and fold our flanks into them, sandwiching them between the left and right flank of our forces, while archers are positioned on high, on buildings or on the hillside, protected where they can fire into the enemy ranks below.
Yeah, Hisoka actually breaks face for just a moment, a smile erupting on his face before he kind of cashes himself. Indeed, it seems great minds do think alike, Hidetaka-san. I would very much agree and advise this strategy. It would give us a far better chance.
If I may have a question as well, this could. I am not good with the strategies of battle, as you are, Uncle. But is there a healthy supply of oil and such in the village?
Yeah, he looks to the brothers, see if they have oil in the blacksmith or the merchant.
Are you thinking of cutting off their escape?
Either cutting off their escape or soaking them themselves.
Out of character question, are they coming from like, oh, wrong thingy, from like up here? Or will they be coming from the road? I assume it's kind of open ground up here.
Yeah, I mean the map's not accurate, right? This I found on the internet. So there's just like a low hill. Now you're not 100% sure, 100% because they faded back into the trees. But yeah, they're there somewhere, and you would assume they would probably march that way into town if you guys didn't do the honorable thing and line up and meet them head on. Which it sounds like you're not going to do.
No.
Of course not.
I'm Mantis. What did you expect?
Is this a bridge right here? I'm guessing.
Presumably.
Yeah.
Well, the villagers typically have to
'cause
swim across to prove their strength. No. Yeah, so it would be a bridge. Yep.
I mean, that's the thing. If they're coming up from here, it's very different from if they're coming from down here.
Well, if they come from this way, we could just cut down this bridge and then.
I mean, yeah. Well, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, I mean, if they come from that way, we've pretty much got them in general.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is if they come up from up here, which is what I would expect realistically. If they've got horses, they want to fight on open ground as much as possible. Meaning this up here, this entire hill would be compromised. I mean, if we can hide some dudes up, if they've got proper hunters and stuff, and we hide some dudes up in the trees, and then once they pass, that would work. But otherwise, I don't think it's worth putting forces up here until after we have them past it. And I mean,
bait.
Yeah,
It's all bait.
because that was what I was gonna say too. Is like lure them into somewhere. Like if we can get them to come in this gap, I mean, the chances are they'll probably come in here as well. There's no reason they wouldn't split around the hill.
My plan would just be the same. We just position our forces to make it
I mean,
work.
that's the thing is I'm thinking like right here is where we want to get them. I feel like we position ourselves over here. We pull them in, whether it's around the hill, over the hill, whatever. Get them up in here. Because both of these roads connect at the same spot. They're eventually going to meet right in this area. So if we kind of lock them down in there, that would be the most suitable place for us to fight. Because we can have people on the wings and the houses out here. But the question is whether they just start running into houses and taking people.
Yeah, no, that's why. Yeah, it would be Onizuka would present it. He would try to line up wherever they are, and then this weak center plan, and then we'll make everything else work.
Yeah.
Because it's the whole thing presenting favorable conditions to presenting what looks like favorable conditions for them, and then them not realizing that it was a bait until too late.
Yeah.
So that
I think definitely having people in the trees is worth it. I think that's the safest way to have people on high.
So, narratively, you guys spend a couple hours kind of drawing maps on pieces of rice paper, sketching out a strategy. So just tell me how that looks, your final plan, role play, what it looks like, and then what we'll do is have a little scene when you guys are making preparations, and then we'll get to it.
As you can see, and he's kind of drawing on this little crude map,
The weak center will be here or here, depending on where our foes align themselves. The center is the most important part of our plan, because it must hold out despite inferior numbers, and then eventually feign retreat until the strong flanks can fold in. We must also make sure the villagers are completely out of the way of the fight, those who cannot fight, or else they will just become a liability in combat and be compromised, potentially losing their lives and costing Ishisama value in his eventual domain.
I think this is a suitable strategy. I agree. My only concern is I don't think there is a way to get out of this without losing people.
No, unfortunately not. It is likely that the center will take losses. Many sides will take losses. These are Ashigaru fighting samurai, after all. But we should be able to minimize the casualties doing it this way. It is a situation where only the bravest of souls must take up the center, for they have the hardest job of all.
Aye. Inogami Tai and his general Ichikawa Madoka are both headstrong men. If they get false reassurance that they can run through the enemy, I think that they will be baited into this trap. Hidetaka, your reputation serves you well.
You honor me, Ishii-sama. I would make one more suggestion, though please forgive me if it is impertinent of me to suggest.
Right?
Inogami Tai looked upon you with great contempt in your conversation. I believe that it would go a long way to baiting him in to our plan if you were to be in command of the center. Of course, with my nephew at your side to provide assistance.
Hisoka looks a little bit grim. I had thought of this, but are you sure it is wise?
Hidetaka, you do not say this lightly. I can sense the gravity of your words, but I can also sense this wisdom. No harm will come to me with Shimizu-sama by my side, and his whirling blade of death.
He bows his head. Hi.
Hisoka kind of has a hand on his chin. He seems to be thinking deeply. What if perhaps there is a way to reduce their numbers, even if only slightly, while also ensuring they are all the more surprised by Ishii's presence, more eager to strike him down?
I will hear suggestions.
If we find someone similar looking enough and similar enough clothes and send them down the road just before the battle, they will have no choice but to send forces after him. They do not want Ishii-sama to escape. In doing so, they would lose forces when they see him on the battlefield in charge of the center. They panic. They hope. Perhaps charge after him more aggressively.
I see the logic in your idea, Hisoka-sama. I would counter you 2 points. 1, we would be risking someone else needlessly in this case, sending them away to die without necessarily having the effect we desire. It could also pull away Inogami Tai, as he may wish to confront his family member and soon-to-be stepbrother Ishii-sama, instead of participating in the battle directly, or perhaps pull away the second, which would be another grim issue. We must capture or kill the entire command for us to be able to be victorious. Second, if they see through our ploy, it may bring great shame to Ishii-sama were anyone able to uncover this treachery. The idea of him using such a strategy may anger others, and though perhaps by necessity this could be done, it may decrease his standing and diminish it among other lords. Whereas if he is in the center at this ploy, he will be seen leading the army, and it will grant him great glories when this battle is done, as well as play a part in our stratagem.
I see now why you keep winning go. You think beyond the battle.
It is important to do so when your lord has aspirations to be a daimyo.
I do think, at the very least, we must send word. If we have messenger birds, or anything.
I think it is fair to send a messenger. I would also ask, in addition, we must make sure our command is sound of the flanks. To this effect, I would take the right flank, and perhaps you and Hibiki-sama the left, unless you wish to take command of the hunters directly.
And Hisoka kind of puts a hand on his chin again. If you would have me to lead the hunters, then I think perhaps this would be wise. It would be easier to move and adjust on the battlefield.
Ishii-sama speaks up. I do have one request. Hibiki-sama, you will not like what I have to ask, but I must ask that you stay in the reserves for this battle. I may sacrifice myself, but I cannot bear the thought of you throwing your life away.
Then Hibiki looks to Ishi and she shakes her head. I cannot do that, Ishi-sama. I cannot stand by while you go into battle. I want to fight by your side. Whether we win or we lose, if I lose you, I would not know what to do with myself. I cannot let you go out there without me.
This is my request, Hibiki. Choose to act on it or do not. But my heart cannot rest peacefully unless I ask this of you. Now, you do still have a disadvantage. The bad thing about true love is in order to do what your heart says and shirk your duty, you have to spend a void point. So, once the battle starts, in order to move into the more forward ranks, if you would like to do so, I'm going to ask that you have to spend a void point to do so.
Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Hibiki's pretty, I would say, torn right now.
I mean, Shimizu was... she is samurai! She deserves the honor and the glory to fight with us, Ishi-sama.
What then? Will you guarantee her protection, Shimizu?
I cannot guarantee anyone's protection. The kami only know who will survive and who will die. If she dies, she will die well.
If she dies, Ishi-sama may become a different man, Shimizu. Know this. Hibiki, if your heart feels that you need to be in the fray, then be in the fray.
I must, Ishi-sama. And with my control of the kami and my experience, I can make sure to shake the morale and courage of those samurai on the battlefield and have them question their loyalties. I know I can do this.
A few hours go by. The sun rises in the east and traverses the sky. It's a bright blue day, barely a cloud in the sky as the sun burns off the fog. And you guys are kind of in the town, making preparations and getting ready for battle. I'll let you role play, and then I can also kind of explain how the mass combat works in L5R. So I'll let you role play for a few minutes quickly, and then we'll get to it. And I'll refill my sake.
Yeah, Shimizu's over with the Ashigaru, particularly. Thrust! And
The dead one's gone. Remove that.
Yeah, they just dragged him right over.
I should not have done that! We have lost a troop! No.
Yeah,
Fuck.
they butchered his body, served it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta eat.
Yeah, all the peasants are kind of lined up and stuff. There's like hundreds and hundreds of them, though. Right, this is a lot bigger town than.
Yeah, he's in front of each, and they stab, knee, and they retract, each, knee, over and over and over again, just kind of drilling them in the basics of stabbing people with a spear. He seems rather bored, but does his duty in this.
Yeah, Hisoka is off a bit separate, kind of going over the hunters and the other various people capable of archery, of proper archery at least. He'll have each of them fire an array of shots to kind of assess who's suitable and who isn't, before finally figuring out, his squad essentially that he'll be commanding, as he, instructs them on how to be quite careful, how to maneuver the battlefield without being obvious, and of course take the high ground basically to shoot from. He spends more time probably than anyone else aside from Hidetaka-san going over the village and the battlefield and different places. That's kind of the thing he focuses on the most. is making sure that we have advantage in position, at the very least.
Very well.
And
Go ahead.
Hibiki spends most of her time inside. She's commandeered any mortar and pestle, and also whatever the Japanese equivalent of an alembic is. I don't know if they had them, but she is spending her time making potions. And as she creates them, invoking the both fire and earth and kami to create them, different sparks and such, a light inside where she is illuminating her faces. She creates these potions, eventually distilling them into small containers. And I will be making 2 of the Be the Mountain spells. And I think one of the actually, no, I'm not going to do that one because I need fire. But yeah, so she has those potions, which will hand out both to Ishii and to Shimizu, and instruct them both. These do not last for long. These will only last less than a minute or so. You must take these right before engaging in battle, but these will protect you. Your skin will become more stony and will repel physical blows. You will not take as much damage if you are hit, but you will be slightly slower, not in combat, but if you wish to move around much, it will be difficult.
Thank you, Hibiki-sama. I will keep this close to my heart.
Good. Just make sure to use it, else it will go to waste. And this way, she places a hand on his. I can protect you even if I am not beside you.
All right. So real quick, Onizuka, I'm building like a dice pool for our battle rolls here. So I want you to give me a battle at 15, and can you make it a train? I know you don't have it on your sheet as a train skill, but I would like you to make it as a train skill because of your past in-character experiences.
It's not school, but it is trained.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
And that's perception, I believe.
Battle? Yeah. Should I worry about that, or?
I'm gonna have you make a ranged combat check. 44.
Oh my.
Nice.
All right, that's going to actually be a +5. Let's see here. Let me. So that's going to be a +5. Okay. Why don't you make just a ranged combat check? You just pick out a target there if you want.
Just the Yumi button, I guess.
Yep. It'll tell you to just shoot one of the peasants.
Poor peasant.
No raises or anything like that.
Fine.
Yep.
Let me try that again. Oh, I'll take a shot at Hibiki. It said no target found for the other one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dishonorable.
Oh, and actually, you know what? I might as well use a void point for this.
I would not do it.
No? Okay.
No.
Alright, just forget it then.
Maybe you should have.
Why did I
No,
only
49.
roll
No, 49.
two?
49 is pretty good. So that'll be another.
Why did it only keep 2?
Not
What do you mean?
sure.
Pure damage?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
damage.
it's
damage.
Fuck. I was looking. I was like, how the hell am I only rolling 7k2? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's
I didn't
pretty
see
good
the one
for an
above.
arrow.
I was like,
That is a bad
shit.
roll. That's a bad
Well,
roll.
it depends. Arrows a lot depend on what kind of arrow you're shooting. You got to keep
Yeah,
that
I
in
have a
mind.
full set of arrows, presumably.
These are based
I
on
don't
willow
know.
leaf, but
Yeah, that's a willow leaf.
all right. So 49 is pretty good. So that's another +3.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be because of the combined decision making. We're going to use the rules for aid and other. Does anybody else have any ranks in battle?
I have 2.
I do not.
Do you have any? You have 2. Aki has 2.
None.
And you have none. Okay. And then, so it's going to be 5, 8. Ooh, geez, +10. Okay, it's good. So the way battle works is basically what happens is you guys kind of determine your disposition, what position you are in the battle. Okay, reserved, disengaged, engaged, or heavily engaged. All right. And then what happens after everybody declares their position is for each round of the mass combat, this one is only going to be 2 rounds. What happens is the generals roll a opposed battle check, and depending on those results, you will either be winning, stalemate, or losing. All right. And then what each PC does is look up where they're at in the table. So let's say this is why I want you guys to be a little cautious. Let's say you're losing and heavily engaged, which would be that center. Okay. And let's say you roll a 4. You could potentially take 5 dice of wounds, 2 glory, but you would also get what we call a heroic opportunity. All right. Now, there's going to be a heroic opportunity in this battle. It's going to be just a normal pitch battle like we normally do, but this is in addition to that. Does that make sense at all?
I think so. Okay, so it's for each dice thing roll.
Yeah. So I have it set up for your roll on this table. That mass combat macro, ZZ mass combat, is what you'll have to roll.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll talk you through it as we go through. In between the 2 rounds, there's going to be a set scene, okay? And then what happens during that set scene is going to add you even further bonuses or minuses to the general opposed check, and it's the last round is what determines the outcome of the battle.
So, do we presumably want to have Hisoka's archers as reserves at the start, and then come in once we lure them forward?
You can your level of engagement. You can choose. You can choose your level of engagement.
Okay.
So the reserves can't really attack, but you could be certainly.
Yeah, but I see they don't get wounds during the battle, which
right.
is
But they don't have the opportunity to.
but you can
get glory and stuff like that too, right?
Later in, of course. So if I started, I guess does it start at stalemate, presumably?
Nope. It starts. It depends on the first roll. What happens?
Oh. Okay.
So what I would suggest is that Ishii and Shimizu pick either engaged or heavily engaged. Mm-hmm. And you can also get things like duels that come up and like some really fun stuff, which we would play out in the set piece. But now the other of you, I would either pick reserve or disengaged for the first round of battle.
Yeah, I guess Hisoka would be going reserve to start, so that we can wait until the guys are in position for us to start firing on them, so that they can't easily get out of combat and come for us.
And then the flanks go disengaged and the center goes engaged.
Yeah, I'll go whatever Ishii goes. I'll leave it up to him. I wouldn't decide.
I'd probably just go engaged, because you would kind of wait for them to engage you, then you would kind of make a fighting retreat.
Mm-hmm.
So you go from engaged to disengaged, basically.
Yeah.
And then we would engage, or even go full heavily engaged. Honestly, full tilt, maybe.
Yeah. I would.
Okay, go ahead.
The archers would have to at least be disengaged, though, not reserved.
I would say disengaged, because then you have to move 2 steps forward to do anything.
Yep.
What? Oh, it changes how you move?
No, this is just narrative.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
it will affect how much glory you get and stuff like that.
I think Hibiki, at some point, she needs to be engaged, because basically she's lighting a bunch of them on fire at some point.
Yeah, what is the difference between disengaged and engaged?
Engagement is you're in melee range. Disengaged, a Shugenja would be fine.
Oh, perfect.
Disengaged for an archer would be fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what is the difference between disengaged and reserves?
It's just the table.
It's just a table.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing. This doesn't have anything to do with skirmish mode, right? This is just high-level battle mode.
This is high-level battle, but in the skirmish that happens in between, it's going to affect how many wounds you start with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because it looks like disengaged is just statically better than reserved, because you get less wounds and more glory.
No, you don't. You get more wounds.
Actually, it's almost identical.
You get more wounds, less glory.
7 to 9 is 0 wounds for disengaged, but for reserves, that's 1 wound. die of wounds, even.
Well, it all depends on if you're winning or losing and that sort of thing.
Are these the damage we're rolling for to deal
Yep.
to them?
No, that you will take yourselves.
Oh yeah, that's weird. Okay.
I think whenever we do it, we'll get
You'll
banged.
you'll
Yeah, I
get
think it'll make more sense once we actually do it. Yeah, I guess disengage then, because I don't know what the point of reserves is even.
if you don't want to get hit. You don't want to have any effect in the outcome of the battle. So if you get, I should have told you. I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but I should have told you to read the section. So if you roll one of those duels or heroic opportunities, it basically drops you down into a skirmish mode and gives you guys the opportunity to really sway the battle based on that outcome of that duel or that heroic opportunity. If you're in the reserves, you're just not going to get the chance to get tribute at all.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess disengage then. Yeah.
All right.
Although I guess that changes.
You're thinking about too
depending
much.
Okay.
Aki.
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I mean, I'm just waiting. I was just filling space until we started, pretty much. Just making sure I wasn't missing it.
All right, let's see here. So, as... crap, hang on. You guys should be able to see, right?
I see a battlefield.
Same.
So, as dusk falls, the camera pans down, and Inogami Tai and Madoka are above the town, and they ride down on their ponies kind of halfway down the hill. They really don't expect to see the firstborn son and daughter lined up to get slaughtered. Instead, they return to the lines and say, "It is as I thought, Inogami Tai-sama. We will have battle this evening, and we will bring glory back to Shao King." And Tai says, "Glory is always on your mind, Madoka, but do not forget our larger mission here." And they go back to their ranks, and what do they see as they look into the village?
They see many peasants, no banners arrayed against them, or very crude banners, rather, that maybe just a few characters related to Ishi-sama. A very light center in the middle of the formation, with spears on the edges. And of course, what they don't see are the archers creeping around in the rooftops and trees nearby.
You know it?
Sweet. And so what you see kind of looking up at the hill are these ranks of soldiers. They dismount from their ponies. They start marching downwards. You can almost feel the ground shake as the kami flee before them into the forests and woods. All right, time for the first round of battle. So Hidetaka, roll me a battle check. It's going to be opposed by Inogami Tai, but you're going to get a plus 5, 3, 2, a plus 10 to your roll. Flat plus 10.
Can you use void and all that stuff too?
You can, yes.
33.
If you want to use void, you can, but I'll leave it up to you.
Void lets you keep an additional?
You roll and
Mhm.
keep
Roll
one.
and keep.
So you just roll
roll
a
and keep
D10.
one.
I mean, I'm not using this shit for anything else right now, so I might as well. So this.
So 28, 38.
38.
38?
Yep.
Alright, here we go.
I thought that was your roll for a minute. I was like, holy shit.
No.
It's
Better
tied.
than that. Oh man, knowing our luck. They're about to
He's
roll
more
like
cunning than I gave him credit.
Oh, look at this. That is a terrible roll.
That's a shit roll. That's a shit roll.
3 ones.
So you won by more than 5. So if it's within 5, it's stalemate. But you won by more than 5. So you are certainly winning this round. And yeah, so what happens though? Kind of explain to me how your plan works exactly as intended, and they start to lose men by the hundreds as they kind of flood in the town and break the line.
It's a lot like Go.
No, it's so they see Ishisama in the middle, and he's basically, we've surrounded him with brave but under-equipped men. Clearly, maybe a little less armor, maybe weapons not suited to the purpose so much, and they take the bait in full, and so this army goes crashing headlong into our center lines as they begin their fighting withdrawal. The flanks start to close in, and the inner edges with their spears begin to poke and prod, like almost like a phalanx of old, very tight formation, just all stabbing in unison at these samurai who are skilled, but can only deflect so many spear stabs before 1 or 2 gets through, and it's all it takes to kill a man.
I got samurai battle here, sound effects.
Oh,
Yes, they go into the sound, and then like the arrows start raining into them, but still Inogami Tai and Madoka just kind of wade through the battle. Find Ishi-sama, make him pay. Like an arrow hits one of them, then hits the both of them. Okay, so you guys are winning. So now you guys got to roll mass combat. Okay, so Madoka and Tai were both engaged. So I'll just use them as an example. So he rolled 13, okay? So what I would do would be to look on that table, and he would be losing, engaged, 13. 4 dice of wounds, 1 glory, and a heroic opportunity. I'm just going to roll the wounds. That's not good at all. So he has to roll 4 dice. So he takes 27 wounds.
I think it's 3 dice on 13, though, even with losing for engaged.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Did I read it wrong?
I think you read the one above it.
It's 3 dice, yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 dice of wound. So you just drop the last one, I guess, and so it'd be 21.
Is this on the battle table?
Yeah.
As combat, yeah.
Yep. Inogami Tai. Wait, oh my god, that's not good.
Oh, wow.
That's not good.
Roll with opportunity, though.
Well, it's not gonna matter for them. 4 dice of 4 dice of wounds.
Yep.
Killed by peasants would be
The fight's over, they're killed by peasants, that would be amazing.
18? No. 18.
40-10?
Yep.
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 Yeah, it's 40-10 for that one.
All right.
Oh,
Now,
because they're losing. Oh, okay.
yeah, now they're losing. Now it's your guys' turn. Hisoka, you want to go first?
Sure.
So roll the mass combat.
So there's a mass combat. Press button. 10.
10? That's not bad.
10 and winning.
Disengage, so
from
0-0.
0-0?
Yep.
No guts, no glory, as they say.
I think we were both disengaged as well, though. On that flanks, and then I think in the middle is engaged, right? So I'll roll mine. Disengaged. There it is. Oof. It's nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hibiki?
Alright, she's disengaged.
Uh-oh, I forgot bad.
Oh
feelings.
no.
Oh, there it is.
2 dice of wounds. Roll 2d10.
God.
Stray arrow, get you.
Oh
Right
my.
from one of
Don't
our
explode, please.
one of our quote-unquote marksmen.
Yeah, tell looks as like a peasant arrow gets aimed into the rear ranks. Hit you.
Vicky is she's kind of watching from top of a roof, starting to engage with spells, casting them into the battlefield. And one of the peasants on our side, they've aimed up, but a little bit too high up, and it fires. And it's not the up that hits Hibiki, it's the down, and strikes Hibiki in the shoulder.
And I mean, that's the thing is, I bet with the way combat goes, the guy probably doesn't even know.
No.
He'll know after the battle.
Ooh, he probably well. Ishii rolls 11, winning engaged 11, 2 dice of wounds, no glory, and a duel.
Oh.
Potion though.
So he's engaged, right?
Ooh,
Did he take the potion? Because that's very important.
no, it doesn't matter for mass combat.
Yep.
It takes off
This is-
wounds.
This is the chaos of battle.
Might matter for duel, but not for
Yeah.
combat.
And Shimizu.
Okay. Here we go.
You got this.
Oh, baby!
12. Do you get a duel as well? Nope.
Oh, they're fight. They do. Yeah, he gets duel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you get duel or clear of
2 dice
opportunity?
of wounds, 0 glory, and a duel, it looks like.
Yeah, 2 dice of wounds and a duel. So they're both fighting the other generals.
Back to back.
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm actually going to replace 2 NPCs with them.
So I'm rolling 2d10 for damage.
Yep. Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad, yeah.
Especially for you.
Average.
Could have been worse.
Armor, does it soak it or no?
You know what? Yeah, it would take the damage reduction.
S-
Yeah.
So what's the potion do as well?
The potion's damage reduction.
Yeah, no. But how
Damage
much?
reduction 10.
10? Oh, good.
10, yeah.
That's
I would say it lasts only for not that long though.
The 4 rounds, that's it.
I would say you could either use it then or during a skirmish.
I'd save it personally.
Yeah, but Ishii would take a little bit less too though, because he has 3 soak.
What soak do I have? It's like 2, I think. So I only take 8.
Yeah, Ishii's still healthy. I'll tell you that Madoka though. Let me see. Madoka is 21. Oh, nicked.
No, I'll use it later. Because that does. I'm still healthy with 7 wounds, no problem.
Ty 18. He's going to be nicked as well. All right, give me 5 minutes to place you guys on the map, then we'll do the skirmish.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get my sake.
Everybody trying to give me shit for having trouble against peasants. Here's why. I'll show you.
It's because a spear is very underrated.
Yeah.
It is.
It's longer than a
You don't
katana
realize
by
how
far.
scary that shit is. Yeah. Like actual battlefield stuff, like holy fuck, it's scary.
What is your skill now, samurai?
Yeah, katana
Yeah,
were
that was the
particularly
thing.
short anyway, and they're two-handed. They're a short two-handed sword, so...
Yeah, spears and shit are scary. When I did the SCA stuff, I mean, man, they, that was shit you didn't want to fuck with. Because it's this guy standing, like, so far away from you with this, it's basically just a knife on the end of a long pole. And if you get hit by it, you're just fucked. And you can't do anything to stop it. keeping in mind it's like you and 20 other guys all next to you, so you've got nowhere to go. And they're just like, all right, keep pointing it this way. They have to come closer eventually. Oh my.
Ugh.
Look at this.
Because they have to get to you guys in the skirmish, they have to go through it too. And the Shigenja don't, they're disengaged.
Could you imagine if Ishii dies right here?
Oh no!
That they're going to try to kill him.
And I assume we can't interfere because we were disengaged.
Nope.
You can. I mean, this is moving to the second phase as everything's kind of collapsing. So, this will be towards the end of the battle, this skirmish. All right, let me go get some sake and I'll be back.
Cool. Oh man.
Hmm.
Could you imagine? It's just, I've got such a bad feeling.
I'm so
Like that kind of gut sensation of, oh, something bad's coming.
I'm so far away. I hope we take that potion, cause fuck.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming I just took it, so that's my hope. If he makes me use a move action, I guess I will, but...
If worst comes to worst, I mean, please run away.
I'll just do some very ignoble shit and stab Ty in the back. I don't really care.
I mean, yeah,
That's kind of a patented Onizuka move at this point.
I mean, Hisoka's more likely to shoot Madoka than anything. This is a battlefield. I mean, he's got the room for it.
All right, right back.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, this is a battlefield. Hisoka has no qualms about shooting anyone once the battle starts.
All right, everybody should be able to see.
Can in fact.
Let me take away that side of the bridge that you're on, Hidetaka. Dynamic lighting.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just delete that. There you go.
Oh, nice. Yeah, much clearer.
You can see a little better. I want to say you're up on the roof. Appropriate. You guys can position yourself on this map however you want, and I'll narratively kind of tell you what has happened here. So, they are losing badly here. Okay? The plan worked perfectly. Tai's men were decimated as they come in. They still have a band of kind of brave samurai and a few Shugenja that have come up from the back, though. And they're pressing onwards, and Tai's like, "Oh, find Ishii-sama! Find Ishii-sama! Kill that bastard and we will not leave here empty-handed!" As it goes forward, like they're all around you, there's a battle raging, but everything kind of comes to a head here near the bridge, just on the outskirts of town, near a little Shinto. I was going to say Shinto shrine. They don't have a Shinto shrine, but whatever their shrines are too.
The kami.
It's got kind of like a Shinto shrine. And I'll let you guys role play, then we'll roll for initiatives.
Yeah, Shimizu just keeps these guys, as they come in, he kind of struggles with moving backwards a bit and doing any sort of trickery, but as he does, he stays very close to Ishii and just kills anyone that gets close. He gets nicked a couple times, but mostly just like hewing down samurai and Ashigaru alike, just anybody that gets in his way.
Same thing with Ishii. He's still healthy. He has a scratch across his face that's bleeding blood, but his katana is just slick with gore, and he flicks it onto the ground. "Just like old times, Shimizu!
Hi.
Although there are no practice dummies here, this is the real thing. I have never been in a large battle before. I must say, I find it exhilarating.
They are slow enough to be practice dummies.
Now let's find those dogs and put an end to them. Ishii and Shimizu will both get duels with Inogami Tai and Ichikawa. And we'll take it from there. Now the duels in a skirmish, the rules state if you roll duel from that table, you can either use the Iajetsu rules, or you can choose to not use that and just run it as a skirmish. But the honorable thing is on the battlefield when the two are engaged, that nobody disrupts them. You could disrupt them, but you could lose honor. Any questions?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Yeah.
All right. And I replaced two of the NPCs with Inogami Tai and Ichikawa, just because of you guys both rolled duel, which is awesome. All right, roll for initiatives.
Does everybody need to?
Yep.
Initiative.
Fire should catch. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that guy's not looking great.
Mm,
I assume I can see that guy. Or is he,
You can see what you can see.
You can see what you can see.
I want to
Yeah.
see, before I roll, there's a spinning void where basically I think I can go first.
Yeah, I think it increases it by 10, or you could enter center stance, and that will do it as well. But then you can't attack.
Yeah, no. Where is that? Where is that table?
Yeah, you can't. Here, I got a table for you. It's right here. Avoid points. Exchange his initiative score with one willing target for a remainder of the current skirmish. So you can flip with somebody.
Willing target.
Let me roll Ishi's.
Yeah, roll Ishi's. I'm not very good at initiative, that's why. Let me roll and see what I get, I guess.
Now, remember, too, that you can't really, unless you're rank 3 or above, you can't really, and you have that as a school, you can't move and attack. I mean, unless it's a free movement, because those are both complex actions.
Right.
So the good news is they can't really close. It's kind of a rock, paper, scissors thing. Who closes on who, right?
Yeah, that's 19. That is not gonna matter, so I'm not gonna use it. No, I would not jump under anybody.
ooh, Ty rolled really well.
He did.
Also, this Kiji person.
Just know that any spells that target me has increased TN by 5 because of my school rank 1 ability.
Sweet. All right, and okay. So this Kiji, he's going to move. He'll move twice to his water. You hear footsteps kind of charging across the bridge. Inogami Tai, for his point, says, "Ah, there you are, Ishii. Come, meet me one-on-one in the battlefield." And he will move towards him and brandish his katana. But he is going to put himself in defensive stance. His TN is now 36. Ahsoka, your turn.
Well,
And
I
I'm-
assume I've been seeing this guy do Shugenja stuff, and that's not good. So I don't want a Shugenja other than ours on the battlefield. I'm going to take a shot at him.
If you can shoot him and it's within range, you can shoot him.
I mean, yeah, I've got a Yumi and I'm on a roof.
range.
I've, I've got a Yumi and I'm on a roof. It's hard to think of what I can't hit. Let me see. So I think I'm going to use my free raise to call. Did Shugenja need like somatic? Do they need to like move their hands and shit?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I might as well take a shot. I want to make sure this Shugenja doesn't become a problem. I've got my one free raise, and for called shot, I'll do that towards leg. Try and take out one of his legs with this initial shot. Although I'm going pretty simple on him. I'm just gonna loose a shot at him. Boop. No, nothing special to it.
Just a regular shot.
Yep, with a called shot leg.
Oh, God.
Oh, fucking hell, that explosion. Oh,
What does it look like as this leg explodes?
Yeah, so Hisoka pulls. He stands up there. He's got a rage, but I mean he's shot
Yeah, puts him
hard
to injured.
targets. He pulls the bow back and down and looses all in one smooth motion after finding his stance. And the shot rings true, landing right dead center of the guy's right thigh, opening an artery.
Yeah, he feels his bone just crack as he's hit and starts. Just looks towards the roof.
Yeah, that's Hisoka.
Ooh, it's his turn
I
next.
might have made him angry. If I didn't have his attention before.
Yeah,
So
he's
it's spelled-
Ninja are all pretty close range, though.
Mhm.
yeah. He kind of looks at you, looks towards the roofs, kind of sees you up where the bow came from, and he kind of, with his anger, kind of reaches towards the sky. Oh, Kami! Oh, lightning and thunder! Strike him down! And he brings his right arm kind of down towards the ground, and unleashes overhead like clouds gather. And hits.
I don't think. What's the range on Fury Susanoo?
It is 300 feet.
Oh, yeah. Shit. I didn't think there were any that long range.
Oh, there is.
Well, hell.
Yeah, there is.
6
Lightning bolt hits you in the head.
lightning bolt
It
hits
just
you.
auto hit? Oh, man.
Yeah, it's there's not a storm though. So it is 5k2.
Okay. Shit. Yeah, I didn't know it just auto hits. Fuck.
He rolled for it.
Yeah, he rolled. Cast Fury of Us on a Woe versus TN10.
Yep, and it is a
Man,
27.
that's crazy.
So 5k2. 18.
Alrighty, yeah. Shit. Yeah, I didn't realize spells didn't have to target armor or anything.
That puts you at grazed. You only get a +5 to your checks. That's no problem for you.
Oh, Christ.
Inogami Ishii's turn. Inogami Ishii sees Tai come forward. What's that potion do?
Oh, the potion itself is Be the Mountain. Let me copy paste this.
The question is that what type of action that is? I'm guessing I'm going to be able to take
I
that
think it's
and
a
then still
move.
attack.
I think it's a move.
Mm-hmm.
It's a move.
So 5 times the cast of school rank, so my school rank is 2, so he'd get 10 damage reduction, but he can't make simple move actions for the duration of the spell, which is 4 rounds.
Free move actions are still allowed. But taking the spell, let me see what that is, though. Let's look.
I don't believe. I believe
combat.
it's a move action, but I could be wrong.
Actions and movement. Here we go. Simple action. Cast a spell. They don't really say.
Well, I mean, pull out a spell scroll, draw a weapon, or free.
Those are free.
Draw a weapon. I would say it's the same as draw a weapon, personally.
Yeah, I think so too. I would be able to do that, and then
So it's a simple.
I would be able to do a simple, and I don't think I'd be able to attack though.
Yeah, I would agree.
You could just go into a stance.
Yeah, I could do simple and go full defense and change it, right? Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Good on you. So that's gonna your rank's 2, right?
Yep, so 10 damage reduction.
So 10 damage reduction. That's pretty good. That's real good.
Mhm.
So that's what he's going to do. He says, "Come at me, Tai. Meet me here. I will not even move from this place." And he feels his feet being rooted to the ground and his flesh become hardened. And then he goes full defense. Ooh, 46. Nice. So you go full defense and makes a roll in the background and changes your... Shimizu, it's your turn.
Ishi-sama, shall I strike this cur down?
No, leave him to me. The other is yours, Shimizu.
I'm gonna take the potion.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go full defense, I guess, and let the guy come to me.
All right, Onizuka.
Hell, that's the question, isn't it? I guess seeing Hibiki, he wants to protect his niece, so he has his oh god, how can I not remember the name of my own sword is? Wakizashi out. And he how far can I move again? It's water times
10.
Times 10?
10, yeah.
10? Okay. So
But then you also get
Yep.
a free one of water times
1.
2.
2 is it? 2
One
or
or-
1, something like that.
Let's see here.
2 sounds right.
Actions and movements.
he would
yeah.
move forward. And
Oh, free action is 5 times water. Simple action, which is your regular movement, would be 10 times water.
okay, yeah, I'll just do it. Really, when no one's there yet, he'll move forward.
Hibiki-sama, let me come with you, just to assuage any fears that Ishi-sama might have about your involvement.
And
Oh, God.
we'll go into defense. And I guess full defense, why not?
Mm-hmm. Ichikawa Madoka goes into defensive. He can still move with that. And he approaches Shimizu cautiously. He trails blood, by the way, behind him. He's been through battle. And as he approaches you, Shimizu, he says, he takes an arrow that is in his left side of his chest and snaps it. Here you will fall, Shimizu. And the camera pans down to you guys engaged in this duel. A second Shugenja. He was going to emerge. Here, but he can't do a complex action, so that's all he can do. He's going to put himself in defensive, though. Yeah, I like the stances. It adds an extra layer, doesn't it? Hibiki's turn. Oh, the spells! Here come the spells.
Yes, the spells.
Light 'em up.
So Hibiki steps next to her uncle and she says, "Thank you for protecting me, uncle, but I do not know how much I will need it. And centered about here, because it's not going to hit Ty.
I guess it's going to be
Won't
fire.
be
Or something.
dishonorable.
Let me get fire.
Yeah.
I think this
Oh,
might be
here?
fire.
What's the radius of it? Is it 10? Just cast it and it'll tell you.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's cast it.
Yeah, that's not going to get Ty. You don't want to. There you go. Boom. 3k2 wounds this one, and then on the next round 2k.
Indeed, as you see Hibiki extend her hand, she kind of plants her feet as she twists them. Just kind of twists herself.
Oh!
Yeah, it engulfs the other Shugenja in flame.
Ah! All right, so he takes 18. Let me see where that puts him. Wound level. Grazed. Crap. +5. Miramuto Kiji. Back to the top. Well, this guy didn't roll.
Yeah, Mizuno is still not going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my fault. I'll put him in next time. So we'll resort.
Poor boy gets in a bit late.
Yeah, he's getting in late from the... He was harried by the archers. So Miramuto Kiji, he cannot interfere with a duel, so he's going to move twice, which... let's see how much he can do. So he can do a simple, so 10 times water. He can do that twice. So 20 times water. And his water is probably
0.
2. Yep. 20.
Trip and fall in the river.
Slow, man. Slow as fuck.
Yeah, I'm going to put more stuff into athletics so I can move.
Inogami Tai is going to start this duel off, right? He's like, "Oh, Ishii, this is where you fall." And all of you guys can see the duel going on here. And he says, "If I fall here, and Madoka, it will come upon you to finish this deed. Hi, Punsai!" And he will go into attack. And he will spend a void point on his attack. Spend 1. And here he goes. That's 1, keep 1.
Miss!
Missed. He's full defense, dude. Ah! He misses. Inogami Ishii says, "Oh, you are wounded, Tai. You are so slow." Your turn, Ahsoka.
All
This is a
right. Well, I'm
great,
going
this
to
is a
take
great system, man. This is a great
Good.
system.
It's good. I like it. All right. I'm going for that bastard that shot me with fucking lightning again. Except this time I'm going to do a couple of raises for damage.
No, you gotta put him
And this
down.
time I'm gonna target a fucking arm this time with my free raise. So this time I'll aim for an arm, completely mangle the poor bastard. And I want to make sure he goes down. An extra roll dice, an extra kept, but an extra couple rolled for that, and it'll be plus 10 after the wound. So target number would actually be 30 something.
So 35.
Yeah,
Two
but
raises?
easily.
Yep.
Easily.
2 raises, but you have a
Good shit.
3 raises.
2 raises and then
even
plus
with-
5, so plus 15 total by
Yeah,
easily
you
hit.
still hit. You still hit him.
Yeah.
33 more.
33 more to an arm this time.
I think that's dead for him. Let me look at his wound levels. Yeah, he's out at 38. So tell me how you kill him.
Yeah, so Hisoka, this guy launches the bolt of lightning, but the Mantis have dealt with those kind of Shugenja for a long time. It's one of their specialties. So Hisoka's been hit by lightning before. It's not going to hurt him any more this time than it did in the past. As he launches this shot, the Mon of the Wasp, born quite clearly in the sun of the... in the setting sun, actually. So launches the shot, and it cleaves through the guy's arm that he cast up towards the sky to call the lightning down, tearing it open as the guy just bleeds out on the ground, unable to run, flee, thanks to the shot to his leg. And that's Hisoka.
Nice. Inogami Ishii. Dare I go full attack?
Don't do it! Let me do it!
Yeah, get him.
He'll
You
just
do
go
not
right
have the hit points that I do, Ishii-sama.
Good, good.
I'll just go regular.
I'll be fine.
And we'll go back to regular attack here. And then, yeah, he'll spend a void point too on his attack for a 1 keep 1.
Just falls over.
Versus 30. No!
He
Misses.
attacked. He should be in attack stance. He still has 30 TN in attack stance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the reason for that? Let me see. I think his...
I just wanted to make sure he wasn't still on defensive.
Yeah. He's much tougher than the other guys. Yeah. That's right.
Let me fight him.
His armor's heavier too. So he's like, you see this kind of, he parries the blow the last time. He doesn't seem to be in trouble, at least yet. And Inogami Mizuno finally, he's going to be able to move 20. 40. He can go up to 40. Hisoka, you hear somebody "Banzai!" closing in on you. It's your turn.
You mean Hidetaka?
Yes, Hidetaka's turn. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh shit!
Oh boy.
Where did they come from?
Yeah, Hidetaka is gonna again. I can't move in total defense. I'm just gonna.
You can change your stance.
He's coming at me. I'm not gonna. I just stand there.
You get a free. You can get a free movement and attack, which is 10 times water. So you might be able to reach him.
He'll probably kill me on the return swing.
Maybe.
Yeah, Hidetaka sees the young samurai coming towards him. Hibiki-sama, stay behind me. I will try to face this young man. Holds the wakizashi towards him, and I'm just gonna try to keep between him and my niece and stay in total defense.
You can do the guard maneuver too.
Will I be able to do that in total?
Let me see. Guard 0 raises. Unique combat action does not require attack. However, it has been placed here. Guarding is a simple action. When you declare guard, you must designate another person within 5 feet. Until your next turn, that person is increased by 10, and yours is decreased by 5.
Oh, so you're easier to hit, but the other person's harder to hit. So, I mean, you can do that in full...
Yeah, I'll do that in total.
Yeah, go full defense and garter. Christ. Oh, shit. I accidentally closed the page.
27. So I'll be at 10, 27 with a guard, but he'd be plus 10 doing normal.
Hisoka could just indefinitely guard people then, because he has such high defense.
It did the math at 32.
Yeah, but it didn't count for the minus 5.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll just keep that in the back of our mind.
Sorry, could you ping me back over to the battlefield? I see. Oh, never mind. I found it. There we go. Thank you.
All right, Shimizu.
I had to refresh my
Shimizu's been standing there very cautiously for the moment, but as soon as his prey gets in range, he immediately flips a switch and
Prey?
Yes, he's my prey. And flips brings the katana up in two hands. Hey! And he just downward swing at his head. Do full attack.
Don't miss.
Oh, I'll just do lucky if I miss.
Easy.
Yeah, so it's 2 attack bonus, 1 kept bonus, emphasis. Oh, I'm not in full attack anymore though. Hold on. Full defense. But full attack now.
What?
But 63.
63.
I'm looking at 29.
63 hits.
I would guess.
Hits, right?
I would guess it does hit. I'm gonna spend a void point for extra damage. That's an extra
Nice.
1k1. I'll remember to remove it. 3, because
23. Oh no.
I didn't even do any raises. That was
It's a little
bad.
bit lame.
That was bad.
Injured. Oh, he has a penalty of plus 15 now. Not going well. Not going well.
Yeah, he swings down. It cuts over his sword arm shoulder. Cuts through his lamlar armor.
Ichikawa Madoka says, Lord! Lord! He is nearly outmatched. He sees it going down. He will go into full attack. Receive. And he's also going to use a void point. So it'll be 3, keep 2 bonus.
Where the void point spins, just so I know. Where are they?
It's just like by where your rings are.
I will increase my armor TN by 10 for this round.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Oh, no, I gotta do it at the beginning of the combat round.
Oh. Shame.
Yeah, okay. Never mind, I don't have anything to do, I don't think.
Uh-oh. You might get you here. Pretty good.
I have 10
Why
soak.
not?
Nope. 35.
That's gonna hit.
I get you.
Yeah, I'm sure. My TN is... Well, I don't know what it is right now. I'm full attack, but not very high. 19.
Yeah, I mean, 35 is Hisoka's.
So 13
That
damage.
doesn't do anything because of my soak from Hibiki and my soak from my armor.
Oh!
Oh my
It's
god.
total of 13.
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
he swings... I imagine he swings this katana into me and it hits me in the arm. And he just looks down at his arm, kind of a little surprised. And maybe there's a slight ting as the sword hits him. And Shimizu's... You should pray to your ancestors now, dog. And he will prepare to kill him when it is his turn again.
So
Shimano, So
No
fire,
fire.
yeah, the fire damage does have to happen. I miss. It's supposed to be at the beginning of the round.
so happens so it's another 2k1.
Yeah, it's 2k1. Yep.
2.
Nice.
Okay.
Let's watch him explode this die. Come on.
Why is it giving me an up arrow instead of a 1? That's
That
weird.
did not roll correctly.
That
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
look-
strange.
It's a 2 exclamation points, I think.
Is it 2?
Uh,
It's gonna be
What's the 12 at the end?
2.
Hey, I'll just roll
It's
it
the
out this
keep.
way. I'll just roll it this way. Oh, that's 3.
Just rolled bad. Yeah.
That's just a bad.
Oh.
The other one I just didn't type it in right. So 21. That actually bumps up his wound level though, at least. So wound levels 21. He will go to hurt.
runs at you and explodes.
Plus 10. He can take his free moment to step out of the fire, and he can still attack.
I think he's still in the fire because it's 20. Like it's a 20-foot
I think
radius.
it's a pretty big thing, yeah.
Oh, I put 10 foot on it. It's 20-foot
No,
radius.
it's 20 foot. Yeah.
You would have probably put it like up there then.
It was close enough so it wouldn't hit him. It was like about here.
Yep. So
Yeah.
you just center it on him. So with 20 feet, he will have to take both of his actions to get out of it. So he would have to move all the way to here and not be able to do anything else. Ah! Ah!
These poor fucking guys, man.
All right, Kitsuki, it's you're up again.
Music stop.
Well, I'm going to look over to hit Hitaka as he's defending. And Hibiki is going to cast Be the Mountain on him.
Ooh,
Be the mountain.
what does?
So it's the same thing as what both
That's a bottle.
Ishi
Oh,
and
nice.
Shimizu. That's not a bottle, actually. That's a spell.
Oh, I said it's the same thing you put in the bottle.
Yeah, same thing I put in the bottle.
Yeah.
So you get 10 damage reduction as well.
Oh, don't worry,
So,
you're
yeah,
not
you've-
gonna need it.
Yeah, you feel your skin harden as Hibiki kind of reaches out, almost turning to stone, feeling very solid. And Hibiki says, "You can do this, Uncle. I believe in you.
I feel so heavy.
You'll get used to it."
What do you want your stance to be?
I think I can't have it defensive because I did a thing, right?
You can-
It's
you
not
just,
an attack,
you
I
just
don't
can't
think
attack.
so.
You just can't attack, right?
Oh, yeah, then I'll...
I don't think you can do full
I'm gonna-
defense, but I think you can do anything else.
Yeah, I'll do defense.
Yeah, you can't do full.
Yeah.
But
Full defense, you can't do anything except guard.
Okay.
yeah,
So
and you're
defense.
like 5-foot step, basically.
All right. Kiji is probably going to have to use all of his movement points. 4 times water, 4 times.
Oh, he's about to come around here and get you.
He can move 40. He can move 40 if he sprints. I think he.
Should
Hang on a
I?
second. Hang on a second. Movement.
I think you got them.
10 times water ring, so 10 times 2 would be. So yeah, I can move 40. Ah!
I would love to shoot Madoka, but he won't. Oh, does it look like he's gonna get into the fight, or is he just waiting?
Who, Kiji?
Yeah.
He's just running across the field towards Kitsuki.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I was gonna go for Mizuno, but
40, I mean, this is a pretty big battlefield. 40 feet is not.
that's not a small amount of space. Yeah.
Yeah, he still can't reach her.
Yeah.
But Ty is
I like it.
it's hurt badly. He's just going to stay in attack, and he is going to spend another void point on the attack.
This is rough. We really need to get rid of that Shugenja, but I feel like if Tai goes down, Kiji will probably jump in on Ishii.
But I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm almost guaranteed if I do decent damage to wipe out Shimano. So, because he's already that hurt. So I can just remove him outright. The other guy, I'd probably just damage.
You rolled a 48.
Ooh.
Yep.
28 damage.
28 damage. That's not good, but it's reduced by 10, right?
So 18, and
Plus
then minus
whatever
whatever
else he
damage
has.
reduction.
Yeah.
If he's got light
18
armor,
plus-
it's 3.
3, so 25. So if you take 10,
Wouldn't it be 15?
15. Yeah, 15. Ooh, 24. He's pretty stout.
I wouldn't hang out
But
with
he-
pussies. Come on.
No.
Fucking line. Oh my.
He's only nicked. But you do sense Shimizu on your right flank that Tai lands a blow. Can you only spend 1 void point per turn?
I think it's per action.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You can't normally spend them on damage, but don't you have a
You
certain
you
thing
can if it's a katana.
Alright,
Katanas
I'm gonna
can.
spend another void point. Now let's do another one on. I'm gonna do another one.
Yeah, damage is a separate roll, so I think it's you can spend 1 void point per roll. So, that explodes too.
Oh my.
So that's
Oh my.
He's dead. An additional 23 damage.
Oh my god. I told you it was gonna happen.
It's only up to 41.
Only 41 damage.
I mean, crippled.
He's in a bad way, isn't he? Ugh. Oh, that changes things, man. How hurt is Tai looking?
Not as hurt as that's Ishii.
Fuck.
He's hurt, but not as hurt as Ishii. Now he says, where is your woman? Let her see as I remove your head on this battlefield. Ahsoka, you're up.
Oh man, fuck. This situation just got so much worse. I have 3 things I can do.
Let's not think about all of them in detail.
just do it.
Yeah, alright, yeah, Hisoka calls out across the battlefield, Shimizu-san, to Tai's aid, or to Ishii's aid. He's going to actually target Madoka, try and get him out of the way so that Shimizu can take care of Tai. And I'll do this without adding.
Still killer. This will have in-character consequences, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. 35. Nothing crazy for damage, but
It says you're making an attack against Fire Shugenja.
oh, that's weird. What's the TN?
It's still a hit. 'cause
He was
a
in full attack.
Oh,
It's full attack.
Christ. Oh, he's in full attack. Oh, I
Yeah.
would have raised. Fuck. I would have raised it a
So
fuck ton.
14.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Shit. I didn't realize he was in full attack. I would have raised it to.
That kills him. So tell me what it looks like as it kills him.
Yeah, Hisoka sees Ishii in a bad way and Tai pressing him. He could take a shot at Tai, but whether or not he could kill Tai in that shot is debatable. But what he does see is Madoka wounded and Shimizu someone who could take Tai down in one. And he doesn't care about Bushido. He cares about Wasp Code. And his oath is to his lord. His judgment in this moment is that he needs to do what he must do. And also, I mean, he gets to kill this fucking
Cuck.
son of a bitch. Well, the problem is, I was gonna call him a cuck, but
You don't
technically
even know.
speaking,
You don't
he's
even
the one who
know.
cucked Me.
I know.
Oh.
Shimizu does.
You don't even know. Like, you might get honor after the battle that they tell you, oh, that was the dude.
Yeah, true.
They probably
Yeah,
were
but
with
yeah,
you.
so Hisoka looses the shot and it cleaves right through the guy's neck.
And
Just blows
Shimizu, you
home.
hear something whistle past your left ear.
Yeah, and the arrow just sinks into his neck as the guy drops his blade, grasping at his throat. His blood gurgles up, and he collapses. Fucking hell.
Ishii. He's just going to continue to fight.
Good.
There's one last void point to spend.
You got this, Ishii. Somehow managed to do it.
Full attack, spin void.
Yes.
Kill opponent.
Oh,
That's what I'm going to have to do.
And then the drama
Opponent.
between Shimizu and Hisoka.
It's gonna be so good.
Full attack. Let me see how many void points. Hopefully he has 2 left.
One,
He's
yeah.
spent. Yeah, he only has 1 left. Right. So he's going to use it on the attack though. And then I'm also going to get. So I would get 3k2 bonus. 3k2.
Yep. Nice.
50.
Oh my!
Kill him so I don't have to, so I don't take dishonor.
17.
It's not gonna kill him. There's no way.
Let me see what his wound levels are though.
Probably not great.
Um,
Probably hurting.
I think I misclicked on him earlier. I must have missed. I think I clicked on Shimizu looking at wound levels. That actually does kill him.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, he's dead.
Wait, really?
The
Yeah.
superior Inogami.
No, I was looking. I think I was clicked on Shimizu when I clicked the macro just to look at wound levels. Have a little macro to look at him, and this kills him.
Well, my
Oh,
wound level
no.
was 0. So did he have 0 before? Because I don't have a wound level. Oh, you mean my overall wound levels? Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, like your
Oh
scale.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
In that case.
Because your scale has
God.
that. Like
I
you're
thought he
pretty-
was like super fine. Shit. I didn't realize he was that low.
Oh, he is. He's good. He's good. He's not as stout as Madoka's pretty stout, but this
Oh.
guy.
So he's still up then.
No, he's dead.
Ty is. Oh fuck.
No, yes, he's dead. So as Tai is about ready to do a coup de grace on Ishii, his left arm, his non-sword arm, is cleaved. Like there's tendon exposed in his forearm, and he's down on one knee. He's like, "No, not today!" And cling, crosses the katana, and then brings it across Tai's belly. And you guys just see entrails spill out. No, no! And he falls down, tries to stuff the guts back in. He finally falls, and Ishii kind of steps away briefly.
Yeah. Shimizu gives the banzai.
Oops.
Oh, never stop fighting!
Speaking of. Oh wait, that's the other Inogami that's about to attack Mizuno. I mean.
Yes.
I thought it was Kiji. I was like, oh shit.
Let's see if he can't reach him. No. Let me see if he is within my free action. Movement's a little bit weirdness. So free 5 times water.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
far is 10. Is he within 10? No. No, he's not. So he's just going to move within reach of him and go into defensive. On Izuka.
I'll give you 2 guesses at what's going to happen.
Full and deep.
Full and guard. On Hibiki.
Yeah.
Everybody wants an uncle like you.
36 for me. After the -5 from guarding her.
Yep.
Oh,
You attacking?
I can't in total defense.
Oh, you're total defense. And Miyamoto.
So a lot of things happen very quickly. An arrow goes flying over his head and goes into the neck of the samurai he was fighting. He looks a bit shocked for a moment, but then his attention is quickly turned to Ishii as Ishii's being battered, and he turns fully well ready to attack Tai, even though it's probably against decorum at the very least.
I'm gonna give Ishii some honor.
Yeah, and Ishii, when he strikes him down, Shimazu gets the banzai. He kind of catches this other samurai out of the corner of his eye, and he's just turns and immediately jumps at him. I have enough free movement to get there, so I'm on. I think this is round 3. So, is it 4? Okay,
4,
so this
yep.
is my last with the earth thing, whatever that
Spell.
Full attack, 3 raises for damage.
Oh no, is the fucking Shugenshi just gonna lightning bolt Ishii
Uh-huh.
and finish him? Oh shit.
It's me,
It would be
because
such a good death.
Okay, so this is with 3 raises. I should be in full attack. Yep. Make sure I hit the right thing. So plus 15
It hits.
hits. So the raises for damage would be 2k1, and then I'm going to spend a void for damage. So I'm going to be rolling 7k4 for damage. Ah.
Not bad though.
Let me look at his wound levels here. He is out. Yes.
Okay.
Death.
Ooh, he was a weak boy.
Yeah, he kind of spins around, and as he does, he swings his sword with a backhand strike, and it cuts him across the face. The samurai he struck was wearing a mempo, and it just cuts the mask in half and goes into his upper jaw underneath the nose, deep into his face.
Shimano. Thunder Boy. I think I can hit both Shimizu and Ishii. You within 10?
So,
10 to hit me is increased by 5 on his spellcasting roll.
got some negatives because
might as well target Ishii then, right?
Are you within 10? Yeah, you are. Yep, he goes on Ishii. Same thing. Calls up thunder. Clouds gather overhead. You guys hear. Thing is, though, he has a plus 10 hardship. Plus 10 increased difficulty. So,
only 10 difficulty.
let's see. Yeah, he has to beat 20. Let's see. Where's that thunder? Courage 7. No, it's not
I
courage.
got a bad feeling about this. The fire
is-
kami have already been called.
Stop!
Fury.
Every
Oso
time you
Wano.
say something.
Just hit.
20 feet. Boom.
Heads.
Hit.
Easy.
Well, let me read how this works, like the thing I have, just in case. I want to see if it's specifically worded. Okay, sorry. When you are targeted with a spell, okay.
So it's still hit.
Unless I was the target.
Nope. Ishii was. They have orders.
Oh, they have to make a... Oh, that's stamina to avoid being deafened.
Okay, so let's roll some dice to see how bad he's hurt.
Minus
Two.
10 on the... He's got the spell on too.
Oh, he does. He does.
Jesus.
Does lightning damage?
It would be minus.
I think it's flat
It's
out.
a physical damage, but...
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean... Yeah!
Not
And he's
bad.
23, right?
It
For soak.
Okay, so that's fine. So he
Yeah.
takes 4.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Oh, but does he have... If armor sucks, he takes 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Fucking hell.
I didn't do much. Ah, that spell's awesome, Hibiki. He loves you even more.
I know, she's literally the best.
Does it hit me too,
Let
Bo?
me see it.
Or no?
It does. It does.
What do I need to roll?
It's 5k too.
Okay. You
Let me
roll?
see if he goes down. Oh, he's still
Although
only
I don't think it does hit. I think it's just everyone within 10 foot of it must make a stamina roll. Right?
oh, you're right. Yeah, it's
I don't think it deals the damage, yeah.
Let me see. Duff it. Dude,
It says it strikes the target for that much, but then everyone within, it doesn't say they take the damage as
Yeah,
well.
don't worry about it. Deafened, it's just not going to matter. But your ears, just say your ears ring, like you can't hear anything. You can make the
I
roll if
did.
you
I
want.
got 26. I don't know what the TN of it is, but
It's like only
15.
15,
Yeah.
so you have strong ears.
this spell's going to stop, and then I'm going to charge that guy.
Hibiki, your turn.
You say
my
it like you'll have a chance.
Yeah,
Ishi came very close to death.
Hibiki's pissed. It's Shugenja attacking basically her husband to be. So, ooh, I can't move that much. So if I move, I can attack, right?
No.
No, fuck.
You move 10. You move 10 and attack.
I can move 10 and attack. That is, I think, enough. So, sorry, Uncle. Your guard is useless.
Oh,
She-
no.
Cover my rear!
I tried so hard.
Got so far. So Hibiki, of course. Let's see. So it doesn't.
Careful.
I know. If I target it here, I'm gonna engulf this entire area in flame as well.
It's just-
Yeah, this one's gone. Are you going to do the same one? Here?
God, yeah.
There.
Like in the same area. The place gets engulfed in flame
Yeah, that tree's
Again?
again. Yes, it is the
This
best
poor boy.
spell. Fuck this guy.
Roasted Genja.
How many slots do you have with this spell?
Oh, I have so many.
No.
I'm gonna
3K2?
I'm gonna use a void point to raise it.
I thought you only had like castings equal to
Yeah, but I only cast fire twice. I
You have
can
three-
cast
You have 3
fire.
slots, right? Yep, 3 slots.
Yeah.
So you got one more. Okay.
But then I also have bonus ones for void. So
I see.
Okay. So you beat it. So what, you said you were going to do something else, you said?
and I can raise for damage then.
I don't believe you can use
Say-
void for
No.
damage on a spell.
Okay, that's fine. So 3K2.
Let's roll this shit.
Uh-oh. Just 3 ones.
15.
Oh, not bad.
Let's see what happens to this chap. That's 36. I think he's pretty frail. Let me look what his wound levels are. Ooh, almost down. He's down.
Yes, and because it's the beginning of the round, the damage goes again.
Yeah, it ticks over.
Oh no!
He just
Nice.
fucking
Yeah, 'cause
How
Very
is this the
beginning
case?
of the
How is
round.
this the case?
Because he's at the end of the.
Because she bad.
Yeah,
And it
so
goes
I'm at
back
the
to
very
the
end of the
top.
round. Yeah, so and then it says at the beginning of each subsequent round.
Immediately
so
takes more
after-
damage.
Another 2K1.
Yeah, it ticks over immediately.
guy.
Fuck. This poor
Yeah,
guy.
you see-
Yeah, he only takes 2 more.
I'm already
Um,
burning.
no,
How
no,
can I get any more burnt?
That puts him out exactly.
Oh
He has
my
38.
God.
He has
see,
38.
You see
The
just
poor
the area
boy.
again light up in flame. Hibiki, she's broken face at this point. Of course, it's the battle. But just the anger and the rage that she's experiencing, seeing Ishii just so injured, and that Shugenja attacking him with his spells.
Here's my burned body.
Yeah, she just
That's
engulfs him in
a knife.
flames.
Shield.
Poor tree didn't hurt no one. I didn't think you were going to say anger for a second there. I thought you were going to say she's basically just O-facing over the combat.
Yeah, which
Oh, no,
one?
she's angry.
Yeah.
All right. Hisoka's turn.
Man.
This is the last
Miki,
one?
Did you fall in the
Oh, yeah,
river?
good one.
What happened? Yeah. Hisoka's going to take a shot at the last guy remaining.
They're all also the reason they're also so fragile is they're beat up from the battle, right?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, true. True. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything special. Although, you know what? I'll do one extra roll. So it'll be plus
Raise for
5.
damage, man. Kill him.
That's what I'm just doing right now. See, I'm glad I only did the one. So, or well, actually, I think with
That's a miss.
yeah,
You
it is a
have
miss.
You have a +5.
The raise, yeah. Sweet, he lands a shot. It's close, but not quite. The guy's armor chinks the arrow just out of the way. That's Hisoka.
Ishii. Let's see. Ishii rises. He move. Yeah. Yeah, he's okay. His arm's just messed up. Yeah, so Hibiki, you can see him rush across you. I thought I told you to stay out of the battle, stay out of danger. He comes over to Ghost's sides, and he uses guard on him. Let's see.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Stay out of harm's way, would you?
Yeah, really. I have
Oh.
Becky.
He's your lord. You must show bravery.
God, Ishii.
But he goes into defensive, but he'll lend some of his to Onizuka. To Taka.
Oh. He's
And
gonna
he-
get smacked before you're able to put guard on him. Watch him fucking charge in here and just.
I
get
know what I
this
gotta
guy.
do. It's fine.
Inogami Mizuno. He sees Ishii run over. Ah!
Resist.
The rat rolls right into my lap. And he'll
If he manages to fucking kill Ishii,
try to kill him.
Yep.
Oh, no.
That'll
13.
do it. Oh, wow.
oh my
He's
God.
still. No, this is the 5th round.
Is
Fifth
it?
round.
Yeah, it's
Nope,
the fifth
not.
round.
So he goes to plus 14. 39. Let me see what his levels are. He's okay. Still crippled.
He is kind of
Fucking
tanky then.
shit, Ishii.
Yeah, he's not bad. I restabbed him.
Fucking Ishii, man.
I had him like he wasn't even supposed to be a big part of this game. You guys have just like done everything. You know? I just had him set up as some like random NPC, so he should be a little better.
That's fucking hilarious.
He's a big NPC.
So he's still crippled though. His arm just like kind of like all effed up. He's like, "Oh, Onizuka, Hirataka." It's your turn.
Alright, full attack.
Oh my
Show
god.
your bravery.
Oh no.
Alright.
Use a void point to hit.
You can't use void on damage, right?
You can with a walk.
Okay, pardon
Maybe
Oh,
not with a
Wakazashi,
Wakazashi.
No, I don't
It's
think
just
you
a
can. I don't think you
katana.
Yeah.
And he raises on Wakazashi's.
But if you go full attack, and then you'll get a 3 key 2 if you spend a void and go into full attack.
That's just a hit, though.
Yeah, I'm not so much worried
Wait,
about
wait. Did he hit?
Yeah, TN 34, result 36.
No. He had a penalty of 3.
For what?
Oh.
Oh, his
That
neck.
Dragon Clan Bushi. He was already
hurt at the beginning of the fight. Yeah. Everybody was hurt at the beginning of this fight that was engaged, so he got injured with.
Oh yeah.
So it misses. So change the narrative.
Mm.
So Ishii fends him off. Ding!
Oh man.
Yeah, it's still full attack. Yeah, I mean I don't know anything else I can do for damage, so I'm just gonna swing on.
You could raise for damage.
Easier.
You can full attack and raise for damage. You could do that.
Oh wait, here you go, full attack.
It would make it harder though. Yeah.
Do you have any? You don't have any penalties though. You're uninjured.
I have penalties for being small, but they're already applied, I think. Yeah, I'll do some raises.
One
What
raise.
is it? What is it for raises?
Each, so
Like,
the first
hit?
it'll increase the TM by 5 for each raise, and then for each raise you do, the first one you get extra rolled dice, and the next one an extra kept, and then rolled, I think.
And that's for the
Yeah.
damage. Okay, I'll do 2 raises on damage, and I'll spend. No, I won't spend the void yet.
2 raises. You're going to have to beat a 35.
Actually, it's just you get 1k0 on your roll for every raise.
Yep.
I don't know. I think it's personally. I think it's just
Fuck it.
making sure you hit.
No, because I might need the void for if there's only a battle roll. I might need the void. No extra rolled dice. Oh, it's 2 keep 1 for attacks for full.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
2 extra roll, 1 extra cap. Extra damage rolled dice 2 if I hit. All right. It's
Yep.
2 rolled,
Yep.
and then it's just a 2 roll. It's not
That's
any
correct.
extra cap.
Mhm,
no,
that's correct.
Yeah, it'd be a 35.
Did
And you do.
Ooh,
12?
12,
Yep.
rough.
Ooh, that's going to drop him. Let me look at his wound levels. 25. Hurt. Ooh, he gets a 10 penalty. Shimizu.
Well, I can move 50 total with my free action. With my simple... Oh, I can do 2 simples, right? So I can get there easy.
You can do 2 simples and a
Yeah,
free.
well, plus I get +5 because I'm in full attack still.
Yeah.
I can get there. I can get on him easy.
You can get there.
Yeah, so he just charges across the battlefield. This is yeah.
And then you can use guard.
Can I? What does guard use? Does it?
I think guard is just a
you have
maneuver.
to
It'd be
be.
within 5 feet.
You can't be in any kind of attack
Does it?
mode.
I'm in full attack right now, so I
Yeah.
can't use it.
Yeah, but you could go. Well, you wouldn't have the extra 5.
I
You
still
went
could
full
get
attack.
there though because I could get there easy
You could
because
go-
I got 2 simples and I can move 30 each simple. So
You can go.
I don't need to be. I can just be in.
You can go defense and then guard. Ishii.
Okay, what do I roll for guard? What is that?
Just click on the guard stance guard. Oh no, guard. You don't have to
Okay.
roll anything.
Well, then I guard him.
All right, Hibiki is
Never
up.
used that before.
Okay, so I get to do the free movement, which is 10. So it's my water here-ish. From there, could I attack this guy with a spell? Or do I have to move a little bit more around?
Oh, I think you could, depending on the
I
range
don't
of
see
the
why
spell
you
and
would.
stuff.
Oh, well, the range, I can definitely hit him.
Yeah, you could just. It's the area of effect spell, or
Mm-mm, just one target.
yeah,
Cool.
you
All
just
right.
want art to explode or whatever.
So she again extends a hand, and instead of it being just a large swath of flames that's engulfed, it's almost a lance of fire that extends from her hand. As I'm going to cast Envious Flames. So it's 2k2 wounds, and then I think he has to make a willpower check with TN of 10 plus whatever the damage is. I think not to freak out from being on fire.
Whoa!
So yeah, 12 damage, and then willpower check.
Let's see if that puts him down. He's 1 from being out. He's down. Okay. So
my God.
let's just. I think he's the last one,
Yeah.
right? Let's just say he turns into one of these guys.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to shoot him. I don't know. Got
Yeah,
extra.
He tries to. He's trying. Yeah. Okay. He's trying to crawl away then.
Yeah, Hisoka shoots him.
Ah! Ah!
He's
Ah!
on fire, crawling away, and Hisoka puts him out of his misery.
Oh.
Poor boy.
Okay. So skirmish plus 2 completed duels will be a plus 15 to your battle roll. Their general's dead. Just roll it. I want to see how bad you rout them. I'm not even going to do an oppose because the general's dead.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll void it just for the
Man, these
good
guys
times.
got fucking just dunked on.
Void's an extra 1, keep 1.
Yes.
Might as well. Get dunked on. Fuck. Yeah.
45 is good.
Yes.
Do you want to leave anybody alive or no?
Only if they
No.
surrender. If
I
they
mean,
surrender,
Hisoka's
if
having
they
his
surrender, they get to
huntsman,
live.
like-
Otherwise, they all die.
Not the peasants.
Well, then
Yeah, I
they
mean,
go out like
Hisoka's-
we'll give them that honor then.
Yeah, Hisoka's telling his huntsman to like track every last one down, make sure no one gets away.
Only surrenders. Everyone else dies. Has to be.
I mean, Hisoka sent his boys off already, so one way or another. Any stragglers out there in who knows where, getting hunted down now. In fact, yeah, Hisoka would make sure to let them know, yeah, make sure no one escapes. We don't want word getting back to Shao King. So, sending them all out there.
Ishii kind of stands. Thank you very much. And as they look like they're all fleeing the field of battle, there's smoke rising from Hibiki's spells. And I'll let you guys do some role play to play it out.
Immediately goes to Ishii and starts healing him with her various magics. This is why you needed me on the battlefield. I am no good staying inside somewhere.
Well, if I did not try to at least protect you, I would not be any sort of man. I am surprised that I still live. Inogami Tai was a skillful opponent.
Yes, but you are even more skilled, Ishii-sama.
Hisoka hops down from the roof and slowly makes his way over, loosing a few shots on the way towards stragglers on their way out. And he approaches, bow still at the ready, arrows still in the quiver. Is everyone alright? Did not look like it went well. You all seem very wounded. He mainly is looking at Ishii there.
I will live, and I will recover if given time. Although I do not know how much time we have before a full-blown war comes to the midlands of Dragon territory.
I suppose you are not wrong, but I have sent the archers after any stragglers. Hopefully they will not be able to get the message back to Shao King before we are able to prepare forces.
Hi! When we move now, it will be in secret. Where is Shimizu-sama? Oh! Are you okay?
Yeah, Shimizu's walking back kind of leisurely almost to where you guys are. He's rubs his blade with a white cloth and slides it into his scabbard. Hi! I am fine. Are you alright, Ishii-sama? Looking over him.
Oh, thank you for your protection.
Well, you did not need it. You are alive.
Oh, I am alive. Perhaps songs will sing of our duels in the battlefield of Kijo. But alas, we would not still be drawing breath without brave Hidetaka and Hibiki, and even Hisoka's bow, whose arrows seems to find their mark every time.
You flatter me, my lord.
It is not flattery.
Shimizu looks to Inogami and over to Hidetaka. My lord, I must say that we would not have been successful if it were not for my uncle. I implore you, Inogami Ishii-sama, to bestow your name upon Hidetaka. Bring him into your clan,
Inogami? Inogami Hidetaka. How does that sound to you, old man? It would be a rare thing for a babe such as myself to, quote-unquote, adopt such an elder. But your nephew, well, he does have a point. Without your knowledge and wisdom, we surely would have been routed.
You honor me with such consideration, Ishi-sama. But I will leave it to you to decide. But I will say, my family assigned me a lot in life. And I am all well to continue leading as that example for my nephew and niece as they require. I would not wish my shame to carry on to your household.
Shame over time, Hidetaka, can be washed clean, like blood stains from clothing after a battle.
I would agree with Ishi-san. This seems a suitable honor, Hidetaka-san. Your example has been set. This is the reward for it.
And Hidetaka looks over all the dead and carnage that was brought to this village.
As I said, Ishi-sama, it is your decision if you wish to bestow such a great honor among an old fool as myself. But I must admit that seeing a field such as this in my old age with so much death that I have seen, this was a necessity more than something I enjoyed preparing.
In these times that test men's mettle, Onezuka Hidetaka-sama, it is sometimes good to have men willing to do the things that others are not, even though they do not find them to their liking. There will always be those who guard the borders of dragon territory, who are hard men, unrelenting men, men of discipline, and though they may not looked kindly upon, they do what is required. That is your role, Hidetaka-sama.
If this was laid upon me, I would not dispute it. I would only hope that I do more than simply this.
He looks at the dead again.
Yeah, surrounding, like, there's just bodies everywhere. There's a lot of them are peasants, right? You outnumbered them.
Mhm.
It's probably the only reason you won still. It's because you had more people. So yeah.
I think our strategy definitely helped, though. I mean,
Mhm.
skill-wise, we routed them completely.
Yeah, Hidetaka looks and
I will do anything I can in my power to help Ishi-sama take control of his destiny as he so rightly deserves, to become the daimyo of King.
Then we must find the one who pulls the strings.
And stop this senseless death.
Indeed. And Hisoka, as the kind of conversation kind of lilts to an end, and everyone gets ready to, clean up the battlefield, essentially, kind of heads over towards Shimizu. Shimizu-san
Alright.
kind of pulls. He actually bows down fairly low. I apologize deeply for interrupting your duel.
You did what you must for Ishi-sama. Not for me, and not for your own glory. I do not like your behavior at times, but you are a servant of Inogami Ishi-sama, the daimyo of King to be. Whatever personal misgivings I have for you, Hisoka-san, it matters not. He returns the bow. I do appreciate your apology.
Thank you, Shimizu-san. Your camaraderie it means a lot.
I am not particularly personable, Hisoka-san. I knew this. I am not so blind to know my own faults. But through the guidance of my uncle, my cousin, Ishi-sama, and even you, I will learn.
Even you.
Yeah. Hisoka's fully at that point, he doesn't even realize it himself, has completely broken face, and he has a large grin over him, and kind of pats you on the shoulder. Well fought today, Shimizu-san. Let's get to dealing with the aftermath now, though.
We will go to Shaoking, huh, Ishi-sama?
Hey, we will go to Xiao King, and we will send word back to Ikjo about what has transpired here. But first,
Ichi-sama, let me look more into the vision I had. I do not think that we should approach Shaoking head on just yet. I think there are still things I might be able to uncover before we go. Give me but a day.
hey,
Our lord needs to
your
rest.
wisdom is unmatched.
Yeah, Shimizu nods.
He nods and would let Hibiki help him to Torvald's place, and he'll just take it over. Is there anything else?
I think that's it for Hisoka.
Oh, before they depart, I guess on their way back, Hibiki looks back to Hisoka. I do not know where well, I assume it is your wife, but she was at Madoka Samurai.
Yeah, and
Not sure.
Hisoka's face hardens. I am not sure I took you as one to play into false rumors, Hibiki-san.
Well, I am not playing into false rumors, but if we do want to find your wife, or if you would like to find your wife, it sounds as if, from what I heard, as you were not present, that it is possible that it was her with him, though you should probably go and try to find out for yourself to disprove such rumors.
If Mio-san is still nearby, I will find her. If she's in Shaoking, then she will wait for me there. Do not worry. I will take care of my household.
Isoka-san, do you mind if I speak plainly to you?
He's quiet for a moment, but then nods. Go ahead.
You are a very honorable man. Everything you do, it is. I am deeply saddened by the way that things have went. And I do wish your household to be reunited. I hope that soon the love between you and your wife will be as strong as the love between Ishii and I. You deserve as much.
Thank you, Hibiki-san. The love towards my wife has never been weak. Once. And when this is over, we will be back home within Mantis Lands. Hopefully, one day.
Shimizu turns his head and looks off and tries not to make a eye roll or anything and walks away with
You have to say it. You have contrary. You have to say something.
Oh
Say it.
shit!
You do.
Can I roll to,
Say it.
to say?
No, I think contrary. You just have to say it, don't you? But the brag.
Yeah. All right. Roll.
action.
Shimizu. There is also a way to petition your lord for a divorce. So I have heard.
And, Hisoka. Yes, you may well be correct. But that is for those who are having troubles or wish out of their marriage. And that is clearly not the
God,
case.
stop talking. Okay. Hisoka-san, I do not wish to give offense, but perhaps you wish one thing and your wife wishes another. You did not hear how the man you killed spoke of who I can only imagine is your wife in our parley. It was less than honorable.
Then it is a good thing that I made sure he was dealt with, isn't it, Shimizu-san? As would anyone who got in the way of my family.
Hi. It is only I attempting to help you, since we are now friends.
Hisoka gives a single pat to Shimizu's back. Kind of, I think you took a couple of hits in combat. He'd kind of aim it towards a slightly tender-looking spot as he pats your back. I understand. Continues walking in silence.
Hibiki looks over to Shimizu, drops her voice a bit low so her cousin can hear. I believe that Hisoka is in a way blinded by his love for his wife. He is deserving of someone who cares for him the same way. It is a shame to see such a relationship and such a dynamic.
I do not understand the love of anything but a sword, but he is truly confused.
She looks over to Ishii. If only Hisoka-san's wife could love him the same way that I love you.
Shimizu just shakes his head. I will be going now.
Hey, cousin. You get some rest. I will assist you later with your
Ah.
errands.
He just waves her off. Tendu Ishii-sama.
I plan to tend to Ishii-sama.
And I think with that, we'll end it.
You wipe the house.
Yeah, oh my god, I feel so...
Man, I never expected when we started this game that it would come so full circle with that disadvantage. I love it. It was such a small little thing made, chosen during character creation has become such a good story point.
Your wife is throwing that wop around.
Oh my fucking god. Oh.
We all know the truth, so we know why you're sticking with her, even though she's fucking outrageous. Because the few times you've had sex, it's been ridiculous.
The 2 times he had kids, or the 2... You gotta make sure they're yours.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're gonna do that. Ask the kami. Are these my children?
Ask the kami.
Oh, man.
I can just imagine like a fucking L5R Mori, and they ask the kami.
You are not the father!
I can't believe you guys both rolled duels.
Man, yeah, that was sick.
Now both of them are dead. I thought at least somebody was going to be alive.
No, I told my boys to hunt every last one of them down.
I said to offer surrender, and if they didn't do it, they died.
Well, the 100.
Oh,
didn't hear
there's
that
these
part.
other there's a heroic opportunity table too that's kind of cool. That you can get bonuses on the next round of the mass combat roll.
Yeah, I saw that.
This works.
Man,
this
my
works
honor,
awesome. This works perfect.
oddly enough, kind of just stayed where it was because it was presumably a
Honor.
major breach of etiquette. But that's only -2. But then I also gave a truth for report at my own expense, which is +2, so it just evens back out.
Shimizu might have gained a little bit for like.
Well, I was looking at that because I was
But I think you're high
right,
on honor already.
right.
Don't
I
do
was looking
anything.
at that, and I think that's actually
Kind of
what I'm
like-
looking at right now. What my honor is, I think it's too high.
But I
Yeah,
think-
way
I
too
think-
high.
I think honor might be pretty much a wash with everybody today. But you guys are all going to get tons.
Yeah, I
of
was
glory.
looking. I think
Yeah,
at least 6 for winning the battle.
You're going to get some stuff for those duels.
Well,
Both
I
of you
don't
guys
know that I
did
really
duels.
won a duel, did I? I was assisted.
No,
Oh, winning
Yeah.
a fair duel. Yeah.
Nobody knows except you take credit.
Well,
for
glory
it.
isn't something personalized, so
Yep.
I mean that's not something I choose.
Oh, yeah.
Unless somebody said, "Oh, I heard you bested him in battle," then you would have to come clean. Like
That would be an
no,
honor thing, yeah.
but then you would get something for honesty.
yeah,
Yeah.
not glory
Mm-mm,
though.
mm-mm.
No,
Well,
Honor.
oh, man.
6 glory.
Yeah, point six
Wait,
glory for winning the battle is what it said. Then I was bragging at the very beginning,
You
so
get-
I think that's 0.1.
Yeah, you guys can adjust those. For winning a duel, you basically suck. You take like
Yep.
1/3 of
Mhm.
whatever they
Yep.
had.
Yeah, so I'm
Um,
up to 3.8.
So you might get like some full ranks.
Yeah. Well, I've already added the 0.7 to my glory, so
Yeah, I don't know if there's any other things that would apply to me for glory. Although, I guess this would be both a skirmish and completing a quest when you think about it. Because we were sent by...
No.
Not completing a quest.
Check
I would
this
say I
quest
would agree with skirmish.
Yeah, the skirmish, yes. Skirmish, yes. Battle, yes. Completing quest, I will tell you
what's
would do that.
skirmish?
Oh.
Like what?
What's that one?
Just like a
No,
little battle,
what's
little
the
battle.
like-
glory
Yeah,
for
we-
skirmish?
Point
Okay.
1.
1 point, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Man, thanks for playing. This is a great game.
Yeah, that was a great session. Man. How much XP? 20?
I don't want
Oh,
to.
that's
I don't want to do another game now because I like this one so much.
I'm fine with running more of this. This is fun.
Whatever you would like to do.
We get a whole bunch of bonus XP for the crazy stuff.
Everybody's trying to give me recognition. I'm just like.